Morning for you. To you, not for you. All right, a good morning for you. Why not? It's Thursday. Such a weird day yesterday, you know. We were supposed to have a bunch of guests today, and believe me, I'm not bitching that they're not coming in. I could care less. I mean, honestly...
Somebody canceled?
Well, yeah, it was hard for Gary. Like, Gary had been calling me all week. John Cusack, Mark McGrath, and Jimmy Fallon were all booked for today.
Yeah, it's a big show.
Yeah,
It's a big show.
That's like the Conan show.
Yeah, it's like it was a whole big deal. And then, like, you know, with our show, it's kind of hard to get 3 guests in, so we asked Jimmy if he could move over to next week because he's around. And he said, yeah, sure. You know, he's a good guy, Jimmy Fallon. And then Cusack's people called Gary, and then McGrath's people called Gary, and both canceled.
Wow.
So it was like, you know, and Gary knows I don't care.
Right.
But the only reason I care is because they drive Gary crazy.
Well, he works hard to make these bookings and, you know, accommodate people.
Yeah.
And then you get all ready for them. You clear the schedule, and boom, they're gone.
Sal's wife called in on the wrap-up show. I got pissed off this morning.
Why?
Well, because
why on the wrap-up show?
Yeah, like I wanted that to go down here.
Oh, you mean just because I thought she might have said something that pissed you off?
No, it just kind of like was like.
Do you think the therapy is working?
Yeah, no, I think it's working. I think he needs a little bit more therapy because he doesn't understand where I'm coming from, but he sort of became a little bit like, what about Bob?
Well,
Yeah, I broke down a few times in therapy, and she calls me Bob when we leave, like Bill Murray in the movie.
But let me ask you a question, because this is one of the things.
Well, that's healthy.
This is one of the things that came across today. You know, it's sort of all falling on Sal. But is it all Sal?
It's not falling on anybody. I just think we come from 2 different areas, you know, like he just feels that, you know, because he goes to work, you know, he's married, he goes to work, he provides, you know, well, and so everything in life is wonderful. And I just feel that, you know, I work too. Maybe I don't get paid the same amount of money, but I still do this, if, you know, the same amount, if not more. And, you know, I don't have any respect for that. I know, and I feel like that's what the underlying issue is, really respecting each other. And I don't think he has any respect for what I do.
And what about the other way around, though? Do you think that there are any issues that fall on you, where, you know, maybe some things fall on you? Because the way Sal talked today was, it seems like the therapist and you think Sal have all the problems.
Well. Come on, Gary.
I really felt bad for Sal yesterday, man. He took a lot
You
of
did
heat.
something to him. He attacked you at some point.
He was goofing around.
Oh, okay.
You know, we were all fucking around. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can get her on the air later today because maybe you can drag some more stuff out of her.
I mean, I wanted to really get into
the first
this.
crack at her.
Yeah, I kind of like asked for that on the air, and then what happens is everybody wakes up and then goes on the wrap-up show at 11 o'clock. But then I said to Gary, I don't even want to hear it because if I ever do the interview, then the answers will already be in my head.
She didn't I'll tell you one thing, Howard. She didn't give all the answers at all. We didn't press her hard. Yeah. Because I just didn't feel. I don't know. It was a very weird vibe in the studio. Like, I didn't press her on.
Well, I needed to do that one. That's the
right. No, I didn't want to press
in my
her.
hands, it would have gone down differently.
There was one question I wanted to ask that I actually wrote down for permission to ask, and it didn't seem cool, so I didn't ask. And that was the one that, what does she think about the fact that some of us think she slept with the guy? You know,
Yeah.
I don't know how cool that would be.
What does she think about the fact that I think she slept with the guy?
You
That's
do?
what I'm trying to
You
work out.
definitely do?
I'm not sure, but if she did, I'm still moving forward.
So you don't know, but you just
Yeah, he doesn't think definitively no. He's been told no.
But you see all the email?
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
Really?
But hey,
Yeah.
a funny thing about Artie, I love you so much. Artie looks out for me a lot. A lot of people don't know that. Like, he gives it to me, but he's like my big brother. He really is. And
To your bro?
yeah. He
Not mine. Not my bro.
The whole
But,
word
no, he's
bro-
not my bro, Howard. You're my
Right.
bro. But
Thank
anyway, he's like my big sister.
right.
But
He's a sis.
the funny thing is, I got a voicemail last. Is this okay, Artie?
I don't care.
I got a voicemail last night from Artie saying, "Hey, just keep doing what you're doing, and you're a good guy. And of course, at the end, Artie wanted to throw cash at me for the situation. Even with this,
I didn't throw cash.
What did he say?
He goes, well, and he goes, look, you're probably going to be strapped for cash, if, and he whips out his whole schedule. Goes, let me help you out. Here's my schedule. September 16th, I'm doing this. July 4th, I'm doing this club. He had his whole schedule in front of him, and he goes, I'll throw you money every show, whatever you need. All right, take care. But that's how he closed it up.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny how.
What happened when you went home? Did the wife start in with? Did you ask her if she cheated? You never even asked her if she really fucked a guy, right?
I said when we were sitting in therapy one time, I turned to her and I said, I go, you keep blaming me. I go, you tore my fucking heart out.
Right.
I go, you
broke the trust.
Yeah. I go, you cheated on me. I go, and you've never even apologized about that. And she goes, I didn't cheat on you. She goes, I had a friend. I go, you cheated on me. And then she just turned her head and looked at the therapist and crossed her arms like she.
Oh, so she's never answered that question.
No, not completely.
Have you ever cheated on her?
No.
Never.
No. Never.
Ever get a hand job from a chick at the booze or anything like that? Nothing.
You just look
Myself.
at them and,
How about
use
Richard?
your own hand.
I can tell Sal's a good boy on the road with that.
Bringing it up on the air, did it at least open up the discussion again? Did you say, hey, did you? But you don't care. You don't want to even really know.
Yeah, I really didn't bring up much yesterday. Her sister was there, and her sister's, oof, that was another story. I love her dearly, her sister, but just to have, as soon as I walked in the house, I see her sister there. I go, here, right, exactly.
What did you do wrong? Nothing. You should be the angry one.
Nah, dude, I did a lot
Dude,
wrong.
you didn't do anything wrong.
No.
Well, he did. He understands his part in all this. Don't try to dissuade him from that.
Yeah, whoa. What did he do? Yeah.
He was an emotionally distant man in his
Hold on a second.
relationship.
Yeah.
Do we know that for sure?
Yes.
So why didn't she tell him?
I
that?
know it now.
And,
She reminded me every
I'm
fucking
not
day.
a therapist.
Were you aware of it, or did she kind of convince you that that was the case? There's a difference.
Do you know what? What is this? No, it doesn't take two to tango. You don't think she's emotionally?
I mean, here's the deal.
She's telling you.
Did
to
she
fucking...
ever ask you to participate, to be involved, and did you ignore those signs?
Like when we wanted to
Or
have
did
sex.
she just kind of say, okay, go do your thing?
I don't. Now that I look back, like when we wanted to have sex and stuff, she would be like, why don't we talk first? And I would get aggravated and frustrated. I'm like, what's there to talk?
What's there to talk about?
Right. Let's talk tomorrow morning about how
It's
good
more
the
than-
banging will be. You know what I mean?
But
Let's
it's
talk.
about more than sex, though, Sal. I mean, it's
I
about
agree.
being involved in her life. I mean, did you kind of like let
And
her do
all she-
everything and
Yes.
you did nothing?
I let her do whatever. When we were engaged, I paid for her college. She wanted to become a computer graphic
You know what?
designer. and
That's
all that
nice
shit.
enough. That's nice enough for her to blow you.
That
every
she
night.
should
Big
blow
deal.
you for the rest
Well,
of your life.
Damn
Then-
right.
That should get you anal.
You are so. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to even talk to you because you're just being ridiculous.
I'm not being ridiculous
you
at all.
are being
If
ridiculous.
I pay for your fucking college, you blow
Be
me.
quiet. He didn't have to pay for her fucking college. He could have gone out
Yeah,
with
but-
a college.
but you know
girl.
something?
One buyback. You should get Tracy to argue for it.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
The thing that really was bumming me out yesterday when I was listening to his wife is that all these things that Sal is saying, first of all, Sal's almost like been brainwashed. It's the same mantra over and over again. I wasn't emotionally there for, like Artie was saying, he's got these, psychology buzzwords.
He talks in therapy.
He talks to therapy. But okay, so say what Sal is saying is true, that he wasn't emotionally there for her. He believes that, and that's fine. I don't believe.
What guy is emotionally
but
there?
she took
there
no
are
responsibility.
some.
She
No.
took no responsibility on
I know
any
there
level.
are.
They're called fags.
She took no responsibility on any level for anything that was wrong in the relationship. It was all
Right, all Sal.
And when I asked very nicely,
And then, by the way, so Sal
It's not
doesn't
all
understand the relationship, so she goes out and starts fucking.
when I
him.
asked her-
I don't know if she fucked him or had
Right.
emotional involvement.
so when I asked her about the emotional friend, I said, "Do
Yeah.
you feel any guilt or responsibility for that?" She goes, "It's a long pause," and she goes, "No, because Sal ignored me, and I had to go looking someplace else." And I was like, "Wow, that's not healthy."
I have a good question for Sal. Is she in therapy? Was she in therapy before you guys
No.
went to marry?
Neither
Okay,
one of
so
us.
she went and
See,
found. She
this-
went and found the guy before she found the therapist.
That's
Yeah.
right.
right, why
Okay.
didn't she go to therapy?
Why'd you go to therapy? If she's got
She's
a problem,
right.
Well, she
you
didn't
don't
need
go.
a
You don't.
therapist.
You don't.
She
You don't
needed a
go
guy.
to a coworker for your
It's a
help.
guy therapist.
When Sal talks
Why not go to Sal and say, "Listen, Sal, If you don't do this for me, I'm going to go find another man.
That's what I said.
About maybe Sal wasn't around to even get that message.
Or
he was around.
she could say, let's go to a marriage counselor. This isn't working for me.
Well, that's what I said. I said, it's not working for us. Let's go to counseling or I'll leave. You know, if you want this guy.
When did that happen?
After
but that
the
happened
fact.
after. I'm talking before the guy,
you're
before
talking
the this.
about being a good problem solver, which obviously neither one of them is.
Well, that's what the therapist
right.
told me, that men are. The therapist said that men are problem solvers. Like, what's the problem? Let's solve it.
Right.
Let's move on.
That's right. It's called getting shit done.
Right, and they say that women.
Will you calm down?
And they say that women just want a loving relationship. They want security. They want to feel loved. They want to know that
Get a teddy bear.
That,
Yeah, the thing
that
that
their mate is with them.
The thing that I couldn't
know,
understand was with the emotional friend. If it was no big deal, why was
Emotional friend.
I know.
Why wasn't the emotional friend a woman?
Hold on. If it was no
Emotion
big deal,
must be
How big was the emotional friend's cock? I don't know.
but if it was no big deal, why was the emotional friend hidden? Like, what was there to hide if it was no big deal?
I'll tell you what was
And
the
what
hide.
are they stopping? What are we? But you know, Sal, to me, and again, I don't know if this is right or wrong, and there's a lot of opinions in here. I'm sure it'll tell me. I think you really need to find out. You need to get closure on whether or not she slept with.
I told
Do
him the
you
same
think
thing.
that
doesn't
needs
matter to
be-
me.
See, because
I think
sometimes,
so. It
wait
would
a minute,
bug me.
hold it, Artie.
You haven't explored
Artie, that knowledge could kill.
Yeah,
But wondering about it, is it killing him?
You know.
Wondering every
If
day?
he can put it past
Would it
him.
change things for you if you found out that your wife banged the emotional friend?
No.
It would not.
I
No.
think you
But
need
you know
closure. in
what?
the
This is
long
not
run.
about-
You know
I think
something,
you
you
It would
don't.
be like saying, like, did Artie's mother turn her back on him when she found out he did heroin? No. I mean, it's awful. And if you really truly love somebody, you'll put all that aside if you want to be with them.
So if she goes
for the
out and
rest of
fucks
their
a
life.
guy now,
Well, that would
front of
be
you.
can you put
different.
that aside too?
No.
Oh, I see.
But it does happen.
Are you saying she can do heroin?
She can do heroin, but she can't fuck a
Well,
guy.
maybe you don't need closure. We do.
I'm thinking about myself in this situation. I would need to know if she
But
slept with
Artie,
that
you're
guy.
leaving. You're not going to work
Yeah, see,
anything out.
I
He's
warned.
out the door.
I
If there were
warned.
kids involved, I would really work.
You
out, I
could
think.
never live with a woman who had slept with another
No way.
man, so stop it.
When Sal and I would talk in my office privately before it all came out of there, I warned him that when they went to therapy that there was every chance that this was going to come out and he should be ready for it. But Sal doesn't really seem to care about knowing the answer. He genuinely doesn't care.
Sounds pretty evolved
You
in
know
this.
what? Though Sal may know that he needs the protection of not knowing.
Yeah,
Right?
That's
No,
right.
well, look, if she hardly banged me. I can't see her banging somebody else. But
Oh my God, Sal, that's the wrong hole to fall in.
Because you're a prince.
It's the old Rodney.
Listen to me, the
It's
thing-
the old Rodney Dangerfield joke where he goes, "My wife only has sex with me twice a month, but that's not too bad. I know 3 guys she cut out completely."
Dominic, you're on the air.
I just want to make an observation. Last night when I heard the show, I kind of felt bad that Howard and Robin were not there, and I know Artie was, but it's not the same with Fred also. That show is supposed to be, I thought, like, to replay what happened, to talk about it.
Not to create new
I wanted
stuff.
you guys to speak to her.
I know. I'm bummed out about it. Don't rub it in.
Well, she calls her decision.
Yeah, it kind of blows it and ruins it because I would have taken it.
Well,
as a
Can I tell you
different-
the
something?
wrap-up
But
show is her emotional partner.
It doesn't because we didn't do the definitive interview, and it was sort of. I look at it. Dominic, hold on.
It takes
I look-
away. Gary, you're not understanding what he's saying, and this is what I'm saying to you. It takes away the suspense. Hey, we want to talk to Christine, and then I can build it into something.
But it's by no means done, and it's a stepping stone for her to come here because she's afraid to come here, and it was sort of. I think.
No.
No, he doesn't get it.
There's a lot more
love
there.
I love listening. I listen at the end of the day, but it's not the way Howard would do it with Robin playing in.
But I wasn't.
with
That's
Artie.
exactly. And you know what? If I tried to be Howard, you'd call up and go, "You're trying to be Howard." I wasn't trying to be Howard at all.
No, that's not the issue.
No, it's
the
as
issue
if-
is that show. I always thought.
It's like the pre-interview
But no,
occurred
but that
on
show-
the-
if that sh-
Gary, it's like the pre-interview occurred on the air.
And I
But the-
appreciate
if the-
how hard you're working at it, Gary.
But if the show is wrapping up what happened on the show that day,
You know what
that's
it's
something
like?
that happened.
You know what? Everyone's waiting for the Paris Hilton interview after jail, and Barbara Walters, let's say, will do it. And then by the time she gets on Larry King, you don't give a fuck. You see?
But except it wasn't the definitive interview, and I'm not Barbara Walters. That's the whole point.
question of it
I'm not
being
saying
a
that.
definitive interview. It's a question of letting the 4 geniuses get at it in different ways, don't you think?
I don't. Then I don't. I just don't know what to do.
In other words,
I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to react to that because I could easily come in here today and go, Gary, how did you not let that? I don't know.
No, I don't know.
I mean, it's very difficult.
I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying it just bums me out. That's all. I would have liked to crack it.
I will tell you, there was nobody in the room yesterday who felt that we shouldn't have done it. Like nobody said to me, "Gee, Gary."
I didn't say that.
I know. I'm just saying.
I just said it just sucks. It's not the way I'd want it to go down.
And it wouldn't have gone down the same way, by the way.
No, absolutely not. In fact, I started to listen to it, and it was a little boring, actually. And I was like,
And you tried very hard, Gary, but there's a difference when all of you in the room together. Even when you come in the room, that's great, Gary. But when Robin plays a certain way, and Artie's going another way, and Fred gives his input, and Howard, the genius of all, it would have been different. It just would have.
But you could say that about every minute of the wrap-up show because Artie's not there.
The wrap-up show is there to sort of wrap up the day and discuss what happened. It's not to sort of do bits.
But we weren't doing a bit.
Well, yeah. Christina calling in with Sal on the air and working that shit out is the bit. You see, there's a distinction. But it's okay. I mean, I want the wrap-up show to be interesting. I'm not looking for it to be boring, and I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that I wish I could have done the interview.
So if she called today, you wouldn't talk to her?
No, I would talk to her, but it's different. It's just kind of like you blow your load.
And we were all so exhausted from the show as it is.
Yeah, it was a good pacing. Yeah, it's just the pacing in my mind. I have this theory in my mind about radio. Some of it's right, some of it's wrong, But there's just one of those instances where I just wish they could have delayed. Like, in other words, we were building toward this. It was the big moment.
Well, there would have been some tension. Oh, we're first time talking to Christine since we've learned this information.
Yeah, it's a way, in my mind, the way it works.
And you also would have had him going home, what they said the night after all these things. Maybe she would have heard everything he said.
It's like you're getting ready to fuck a really good-looking girl and you come too fast.
Well, I've always done that. But let me ask one final question.
Oh, no, you see somebody else doing her. That's worse.
Last point, please.
It's like if Robin went on the Bubba show and revealed she was breaking up with Mr. X. I would be like, oh.
Or that she'd broken up.
Yeah, or that she'd broken up. You see what I mean? It's just the same thing.
She wouldn't do that.
and he tried very hard, Gary. I mean, it just...
Right. It fell flat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it fell flat. I disagree with that.
It fell out differently than I would have done.
Your parts were great. It's just not the same thing.
I'm not saying.
But we didn't. I wasn't trying. We weren't trying to be the same thing.
I didn't want that, but it happened, and it's fine. We'll get over it.
Maybe there should be a system where he can just beep you or something and ask.
Yeah, that's what he wants. Me beeping him all fucking day long. God Almighty, you're a fucking annoying motherfucker.
I am not.
So now he's gonna do after the show.
I mean, you're entitled to an opinion, Dominic, but God, get out of Howard's ass.
No, he's right though, because I don't think you understand what I'm saying. Like, in other words, the whole show was like, hey, come on, let's get Christina to call. Let's get Christina. Sal calls her on the phone. She won't come on. She won't come on. And then all of a sudden, it's like, well, then she shows up at 11 o'clock when I leave, and it's like I could have done something interesting with that discussion, and maybe even holding off.
Also, that she is dodging the main event.
Yeah, and also I think it would be interesting. And like, if you said to her on the wrap-up show, you're dodging the main event, and call in on the main event, that's something else. That's interesting to me. But the actual interview of Christina, how she feels about Sal and Sal revealing, all that stuff is like stuff that I would have played with on the air in some interesting way, I think. So I don't know. It's the same thing like you'd say to another radio station. Don't bring that guest in on another show first. Come to us. We're the main event.
Yeah, I mean, I sort of look at it in a different way. Like when we talk about somebody's going to be on another show, and we always say, well, they'll do whatever they do. When they come here, that's the definitive interview.
Well, yeah, but
okay. Nothing meant by it. Nothing.
I didn't say anything was meant by it.
No, I'm just saying. I feel bad, and I know you're not making me feel bad.
Right.
I know that.
I want to make you feel bad, though.
Oh. I'll make him feel bad.
Do your dance with that.
You blew it, asshole.
Oh.
I'm only kidding, Gary.
No, you're not.
I can't even dig Gary right now because whatever I say, he'll just come back to me tenfold with,
Sal,
your wife fucked somebody, you know?
Sal,
man.
go dance with half your mask. It'll match half your house.
Oh,
Right. I got to take a break. So how many people here think that Sal's marriage is going to end in divorce?
Really?
Gary, you do?
I do.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I do.
You do too, Howard?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll tell you why I do.
you know what? Honestly, I don't.
Again, it's about problem solving. You two are on a different page.
From what Sal tells me about therapy, he tells me about the sessions and stuff. I don't know. I feel that Sal is putting in 100%, 110%.
Yes.
I really feel like he wants this, but I'm not sure.
His wife does.
I think that she's there to try, but I don't know where she's at right now. You know what I mean?
You guys don't understand how angry a woman can get. And when she's that angry, it literally burns away
All
all
right.
of her
Yes or no,
love.
Robin? Is Sal's marriage over?
Over.
Gary?
Over.
Artie?
I honestly don't think so. I think he's committed enough to this, and with the
Is
kids,
she?
He is.
I think she will be too because of the kids. I think.
But is the marriage over? I mean, people
No.
stay together for the kids all the time.
I don't think they'll get divorced.
Fred, what do you think?
It depends on the wife. Right now, I think Sal is 100% committed. I have to commend him for like really trying to solve this.
Right.
To try and work through this with his wife. She's the question mark.
Well, like Robin said, I'm giving it 110% because I have to work at getting her feelings back.
That's right.
So
And
it's
see,
a
that's what a guy doesn't understand.
Right.
He's
But
got to
what is she working at?
Hold it. I'm telling you what is, not what she's working at. She's not working at anything.
Right.
She's waiting to see what he's going to do.
Right. Right
because
now
she
it's-
doesn't want to
right.
fall into the same trap.
right.
she's been
That's
in.
exactly what she says. She's almost like on
She doesn't want a
standby.
continuation of what was
It's
happening.
almost like women all know what each other are talking
Yeah.
about, and we have no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah,
Like
but
Robin-
you know
Oh,
what?
I'm convinced.
Robin
She's
should go to therapy
considering-
with her.
She's considering the emotional bank empty. You know, like she had put in everything. He drained the bank.
But what about
He's
the
gotta-
equity?
Oh, there's no equity. He's got to refill the bank. You know,
Right.
she's looking to see if he's really sincere.
But what about his bank?
changing.
Right.
Well, that's
No. You don't hear it. Robin's right.
Howard,
He's
can
got
I
a
ask
bank,
Sal a
too.
question?
No.
His bank
Robin's
is
right.
empty.
Robin's
Yeah.
In other words,
100%
she
right.
might not be in love with Sal right now. She's willing to
that's-
hang in to see if she can build
Well,
it
did
based
she-
on what he does.
But
Right.
that was my question.
Yeah.
Has she expressed to you if she's still in love with you or not in love with you?
she
She's
said
definitely
she-
not in love with him.
She said she's not. She loves me more like let's say like a brother and as the father of her children. But this was a while. This was about 3 weeks
get
ago, and she
that.
was being honest. And she wants to work towards getting intimate feelings back. And
Right.
if I can show her that I'm that guy that she wants to be with, that she fell in love with, then those feelings
Right.
will be back. So
I get that.
she's making the effort. you
I
know?
get it. I get it.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Dominic. All right. There you go. Dominic, the philosopher. I got to take a break. Sal, I don't mean to cut this conversation off.
It's okay.
This is something I'm concerned about. I want you to be happy. I consider you a bro.
Thanks, man.
Not Artie, but I consider you a bro. And you're a good guy, and this has got to be very, very painful.
Yeah, and
Very
you know,
painful.
Christine's not here. Thanks to Robin. Christine's not here to defend
Thanks to
herself.
Robin.
Well, thanks to Robin that she kind of is the voice of Christine today. She's not here to defend herself, and I love my wife. And without her
Well,
being
I would
here,
like her in here. I would like her with Dr. 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗍.
and that can happen. But I just want to say that I hope, whatever assumptions people make, that's fine. But I love my wife, and right now she's working on loving me, and we both want to make it work. And that's the only thing that's important to me.
And Sal,
Tom-
I just wanted to say that I hope I wasn't out of line with that phone call. I don't think you're some sort of charity case. I'm just saying.
Oh no,
I'm offering your work. That's all.
I'm really flattered by it. It's just kind of funny how everything in Artie's life, you sum it up with some 𝗪𝗏𝗍𝗏𝗏.
I tell you,
That's funny.
that'll make it good. Tom, you're on the air.
It'd be fun to work together. That's all.
Hey, this is for sale. Wow. Every guy goes through that. My wife, I found cards from her and a doctor from the hospital she worked at. Kind of set that all up. Have 2 kids. And then I just found some emails around Christmas time about wearing a Mrs. Claus Victoria's Secret outfit and everything else, and how she was in his apartment and kissed him and stuff like that.
Sure.
And she gives me credit for staying there when I told her if she caught me, she would have been out the door with my 2 kids faster than stink on shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know,
They stink
man.
on shit fast.
I gotta be honest with you. If I knew my broad was fucking another guy, I don't give a shit what my situation. I'm not being Howard Stern on the radio and all this other crap.
Forget it.
I can't fucking forgive that. I can't fucking take that.
Wouldn't you want to
Sal's a better man than I am.
But wouldn't you want to find out why it happened? So even if you do walk away from it, you don't
I know
repeat
why
the
it
same
happened.
mistake.
Because I got a small dick.
You already
I think
it's happened to me already.
I think it's important for Sal
I had
to
a chick
find
break
out
up
what
with me, told me
happened.
she found a guy with a bigger cock.
Nice.
I'm not kidding you. I was dating a girl I was madly in love with in college.
But that's a dating situation.
She was
This
an
isn't
actress.
marriage.
She was an actress. She was already working in children's theater, blah, 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 blah. She gives me the call. I'm a student.
Really?
She was a little older than me. I was dating her. Madly in love with her.
Have you told us before?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
has.
Oh, okay,
She gives
'cause
me the
I'm-
call. She said, oh, I met a guy. I said, what? She goes, yeah, he got red hair. She goes, and he's got a really big penis.
So she was an asshole.
So she's
I
fucking
go,
Carrot
what?
Top?
What did you do to her to make her tell you
I don't know.
that?
I used to fuck. We used to fuck 5 times a day.
That's hard.
But something had to go on. There's another angry woman. Why would a girl do that?
No,
Broke my heart.
You got to go with the Sam Kinison answer. That's not the reason she left you. She left you because she's hot.
This girl was a good girl. I liked her. Loved her.
Well, not that nice. She dumped you.
I remember you said
I was
you
in love with
dated
her.
someone in children's theater. I remember that.
I was in love with her.
Not really.
She
See,
left
Sal
you.
isn't in love.
in love
he
with the
is in
idea.
love.
I was in
love.
something.
She left you over your cock.
My cock. She left me over my cock,
Could
you
you
little
imagine?
fuck.
Could you imagine?
Hey,
Did your
what
cock
are you?
come
Whoa,
up
whoa,
in the
whoa.
discussion at all?
No.
What are you laughing?
That's so
Your
funny.
wife's out fucking some other guy and you're laughing?
But-
You asshole.
Even as the messes my dick is, she never complained about it.
Nice.
You're emotional, dick.
She tells me it's unhealthy to stay there for the kids.
It is unhealthy to stay for the kids. You got to make. If you don't make it work for both of you.
Do you think your wife had sex with the guy or not? Honestly.
Maybe I'm 50-50. You know, what can I? You know, I got a lot of email yesterday. Everybody's coming out of the woodwork because that's what you find out. 90% of everybody's living my life. They're just not out of the fucking closet yet.
Right. Yeah,
And-
I'll read you some of the email.
But the thing is, some people saying that I had emotional relationships and never was intimate, so it's true. And some people say don't believe it. Emotion is a code word for fuck buddy. You know,
Well,
so
I mean, Robin has done an excellent job at speaking for the woman here of it, but I just think as a dude, and I think a lot of guys would agree with me, I would really fucking need to know if she slept with the guy.
And
Just
then
'cause it
you're
would,
leaving.
But then what would you do?
it would eat
He'd
away.
leave.
It
He'd
would eat
leave.
away.
He'd leave.
Yeah, because you'd leave.
You'd leave.
Here we go. Reaction to Sal
slam
and his
the door.
wife. Sal is fucked. She's going to therapy, so later when she runs off with this guy, she can say, I tried, but Sal's an asshole and I can't deal with him.
And she's milking him for more money. He's got to pay for the doctor.
She still talks to this guy and sees him. It's just a matter of time.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You see? Sal is a sucker.
I agree.
Women use love to keep a man around. Man wants to make sure a woman is faithful. Woman wants the best life for her son. Man wants, I don't know what the fuck this is.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
You actually believe your own shit at this point. You act like a child and insult your wife in the past, yet you think you love her deep down. You think you love her because you're really afraid to lose your lifestyle and possessions. Of course you care about the kids, but you're trying to convince yourself you love her out of fear. I'm in a similar situation, and I would guess this situation is common. What do you think of that?
I don't love my wife out of fear. I love my wife because I took her for granted, and with her saying, "Hey, this is what's going on," it was a wake-up call to me.
Do you ever think if you and your wife break up, who you'll be fucking?
You. No,
Jessica Hahn, you're on the air.
Yeah, Jessica Hahn.
Hi, guys. Didn't Sal pick up, like, when his wife would get dressed up for the PTA meetings and making him hold his love stuff in his little fold of his penis?
We talked about that. Yeah, she was dolling herself up and going out on the town.
Right.
I mean, there are a lot of hints.
Yeah, I mean, God.
I mean, she was always dressed. She wouldn't let him walk on the carpet. The screaming. I mean, Sal. I'm sorry to say, but she's probably disgusted. I mean, when you want the man to not lay on the sheets.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know?
Sorry you're disgusted, honey.
No offense. I mean, I'm just saying what
Good
I
point.
noticed.
I agree.
Well,
Ben, you're on the air in Baltimore.
I mean, what did she have to do? Hit you over the head with her emotional friend?
Go ahead, Ben.
These women are like, I'm sorry.
Yes,
I upset
Ben,
you.
go ahead. You're on the air.
Yeah, Sal.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if they're still going to be in touch with each other. I was the guy who was cheating with another girl that was married.
Mm-hmm.
And so don't be surprised. I mean, she definitely, fooled around with the guy, especially if it's an emotional thing.
Right.
Frank, you're on the air. Yeah, Frankie.
Hey, Sal, you want to get back to having sex with your wife?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, go by the bathroom door at the Blue Friday night. I was there. It was good.
My God.
What are you saying went down?
He's saying Sal's wife's in the bathroom, giving it away.
Hey, Howard, just one thing for you. I have to
I gotta try that, dude. Thanks.
So why don't you just go down to the Blue Hoodoo and pick her up?
I'll put on a disguise.
There you go.
Do you think not only was she emotionally involved with this guy, when she'd go down to the Blue Hoodoo with her friends, do you think she was like meeting guys?
No, I think she was doing what Robin says. Like these women, they get together, they high five each other and talk about how they're taking their husband's money and how their penises don't work and all that
I
shit.
would never say that. What are you talking about?
That's all you. Were you kidding me?
Hey, Sal, since your last kid was born, Sal, be honest. Like, how often would you have sex with your wife since your last kid was born?
Twice a month, maybe.
Twice a month?
Yeah.
Right.
That's better than some marriages I've heard, actually.
It's pretty bad, man.
Well,
he's a young man.
It ain't
he
like
has needs.
the single life.
No wonder you got raccoon eyes.
Yeah.
Are you crying over there?
No, not at all.
The fuck was it?
Wiping the makeup away from my corners. No, I'm not crying.
Hansy, you're on the air.
Yo, what's going on, man?
Hey.
Hansy.
I just want to say to Sal, yo, how can you let this chick just flip it on you like that? Like, she did something wrong, and like, yeah, so you're distant, but she should have confronted you about it. Like, she
Look,
just can't.
Hansy, here's something you don't understand. So, if he goes back and says to her, look, man, this is all your fault. What are you turning it back on me? Fuck you. The
No,
marriage is over, okay? Then it's over. So what he's doing is saying, okay, my wife got feelings for another man. How did this happen?
Right.
So he's looking at it and going, I know how it happened. He's being honest with himself. He's saying, I was telling her to fuck off, basically. Now she's not even in love with me. I might be able to win her back and show her a new Sal, or the whole thing will be over. So he's trying to show her the old Sal, the Sal who was, you know, attentive and really into her and put her first and put her up in front of everyone else. And that's what he's doing. If he takes the attitude, hey, man, it's not my fault, it's your fault, that's more of the same old shit for her.
Right.
So he's saying, hey, honey, I hear what you're saying. You made your point. You're number one in my life, and I'm going to prove it to you. He's going to court her like fucking this character with Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman.
Richard Gere.
Richard Gere. That's what he's going to do. He's going to become Richard Gere. He's going to walk in. He's going to bring her flowers. He's going to put her in the fucking tub.
But he's never going to look like Richard Gere.
No.
Do you play the piano?
He's going to play the piano for her at the fucking whore bar.
Yo, Howard.
You'll see.
Hey, Howard.
Howard.
Yeah.
Just one more thing. I just want to say to Sal, yo, good job on the Toronto show. You for Killer the Comedy, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Are you 100% sure all your kids are your kids?
Except for the black one, yeah.
Hey, Howard. Howard, listen, man.
Yeah. Well, you're Sicilian, aren't you?
I would never tell you what to do on your radio show. You're the genius here, so all I could do is make a suggestion.
Yes.
Yeah. I think you'll like it. The last day before we go on vacation for July, can we roast Sal?
Sounds like you're a genius.
Sounds like it's time for the Sal roast.
Yo, you gotta roast Sal, man.
Yeah, we gotta roast Sal.
Oh, he's not really.
Oh my God.
You know, I was gonna keep the roast on hold for a year, but maybe.
Oof, you guys are brutal.
Yo, I gotta come to that roast, man.
Fuck Levy, the emotional friends I'm seeing.
Well, the emotional friend has to be at the roast.
I might even participate and dress up as the emotional friend and do a routine. Hi, I just want to introduce myself. I'm the emotional friend of Christina.
Christine's emotional
I'm
friend.
EF.
Yeah, right. I'm 431. You might know me as.
143 to you all.
The material is endless.
I might dress up as the numbers 143.
You know what's funny? All my friends that know Christine, guys, I swear to God, 4 of them came up to me and go, were you referring to me as the emotional friend? I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah.
She's talking to a lot of guys.
Yeah, my buddy Ian, my Jewish neighbor Ian, he comes, he goes, was I the friend?
Your Jewish neighbor. Then him, his Jewish neighbor. Wouldn't it be funny if a guy came up and said, it's definitely not me, I'm just fucking her.
Then Chris the cop calls me, you know, my best friend Grumpy he goes, that wasn't me, was it? Because he goes, I love Christine, I flirt with her in front of you. I go, no.
Ian, my Jewish neighbor.
And then Richie Bellinson, installer of the Stars.
Yeah.
He talks to Christine, too.
He does?
Yeah, so downstairs as I'm leaving, he goes, dude, this is driving me a little nutty. He goes, but that's not me, is it? I'm like, oh, my God.
Is she signing all of her notes to everybody?
I don't know, my God.
Wait a
The
minute.
new code is 4453.
What's that?
Your wife hates you.
By the way, Sal, I told her you were an asshole backstage at Patchogue. Is it me?
All right, we got to take a break. It's an hour, and we haven't taken a break, and that's not cool.
All right, take it easy.
All right, Hansy, thank you. Sal Roast coming up in a couple of weeks. And we'll be back
I'm
right
not writing
after
for that.
these words.
Rough couple of days, man. How you holding up, man, through all this?
I'm holding up okay, you know. I mean, you know, nobody knows my life. Nobody knows what goes on, you know, in my house behind my closed doors. All I know is that I love my wife, and you know, hopefully she loves me enough so we can stick it out. That's all I'm working towards. You know, if I didn't love her, I would leave.
Why do you think the male population, the male members of the staff, seem to think that you're brainwashed, that you're conceding too much, that you're giving too much to make the
Because
marriage
it's
work?
easy to speak when nothing is affecting your life. It's easy to judge. It's easy to come up with an opinion when it doesn't personally affect you. So it's easy just to say, oh, you know what? Well, this is what I think. I think you're brainwashed. How do you know I'm brainwashed? I'm not brainwashed. I'm a guy who met my college sweetheart, had 3 kids with her, and I realized I had a wake-up call that she might leave me because I'm not giving her emotional support and not being her friend. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm working towards.
So it's the love of your life. You want her back, and they're not able to see that because they don't have the same, like...
They're not in the same situation,
Right.
so it's just easy to speak about it. You know what I mean? You know, unless you're in my shoes, you know, it's real difficult to, you know, unless you're in my shoes, there's no way.
No way you can understand how much she means to you and how much fixing this means to you.
I'm
So.
just cut 1, 2, 3. unless you're in my shoes, yeah, there is no way you can understand what I'm going through, and you would realize that you can't just make it a decision like a snap decision like that. Like, well, you know, you're just brainwashed, or you know, this is just bullshit, and she just screwed around. I don't look at it that way.
Now, Howard's always been a huge influence on you, and he was talking to you about how much cheating would affect him and how if she had cheated on you, or how much he would need to know and how much of an open shut case it would be. Does that make you a little bit more curious now to find out if she was physically...
No, because I've come to the conclusion that she might have, and if she did, I'm still moving forward. So whether I heard a yes or a no, it doesn't affect me. It doesn't matter. When you love somebody, that doesn't matter. If you're really looking to make a change, that doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's unfortunate, and it sucks. This whole thing sucks. But to me, her, if she did something like that, it's still not as painful as to hear her say to somebody else that she loves them.
Right.
That's the most painful.
That was the real heartbreaking moment for you.
Yeah, right.
Well, the next step is a roast.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
And I was excited because we won a Bronze Award for Best Documentary for our 9/11 retrospective. We won the Bronze Award. This is Howard TV won the Bronze Award for Best Entertainment category for Howard TV's Cuba Gooding Jr. episode. Ironically, the Gary roast was submitted in the category Best Comedy and didn't win, but I don't know who did. So I was excited that here Howard TV in its first year has won 2 Telly Awards, but then Gary kind of ruined it for me.
Why? How did he ruin it?
You know,
He told me like the truth.
Well, we won a Telly Award like 4 or 5 years ago. I have one at home, and Robin Radzinski, who used to be our producer, she was very excited. You know, we won a Telly Award and everything, and then she ordered a bunch for us, and then like a couple of weeks later, she called me into her office. She goes, "You know what?" She goes, "I feel like really burned." She goes, I think that these are awards. You just sort of buy them. You know what I mean? Like I think the trophies are like $200 or $300 a piece. And she's like, I think if you're willing to buy the trophy, you can sort of win. But the guys here are telling me it's not like that.
Really? Because I'm excited about it. I really do. It turns out I like winning awards.
Well, I never have had an award, so if there's a Telly given out now, could I have one?
No, in fact, I have both of them.
But you can get more. I'm saying I want
you want to buy
one.
one?
I'm getting,
yeah, you can get one.
I'm getting 2 to go with my other one, so I'll have 3. And DePace is joking because he's got 3 Tellys to his wife's one.
If you can buy them, then why can't we have first place? Why are we only winning the bronze award?
I'm not sure.
Was there a silver and a gold?
Come on in,
Of course.
guys. Explain the award.
We should be able to buy platinum.
Scott DePace swears that this is a legitimate award and that it has nothing to do with buying them.
Had you ever heard of it before you won it?
No, the Telly Award? I thought it was 𝗻𝗏𝗄𝗍𝗍.
I remember the Telly Award when Robin told us we had won it before. That's why I know. I was like, oh, is that award?
I say we play it up and put promos on the air talking about how we are award-winning.
Telly Award winning.
There is a television award. It's called an Emmy.
Right.
And why
no,
is
we
that?
got a Telly.
But why is it? What in TV? You've got the Golden Globes. You've got the Emmys. You got,
that's it.
And what else?
You've got MTV Awards. You know, I mean, people.
But that's a music that's a specific.
But they give movie awards.
MTV Award, the movie awards.
But that's for movies.
Then the Guy's Choice Award.
How many?
Why do we always have to ruin it for ourselves? We finally win a fucking award, and now here we are degrading the award.
Every award's a bunch of bullshit. This award is just as good as any of the rest
All right,
of them.
tell me, Scott, make me feel better about this award. Why is this an important award, and why is it that we didn't just purchase the award?
Well, you have to submit to win, and we did that. And there's a process, and it's proven by the fact that we lost one of them.
And we lost before, right? Like, we've actually submitted years and then lost, Doug? We have? So you mean to tell me a paid award and we still lose?
Every
We're
award
not
is
paying
paid.
enough?
To apply for an Emmy Award, you have to pay to apply for it.
Right.
And also...
and when you win, you still have to pay for the awards.
Really?
The Emmys, yes.
You do?
You get, I think you get like 2, and then after that, you can buy up to 3 or 4 more.
DePace was telling me, like, say on Letterman's show, if you win an award for writing, they give you 2, but if there's 12 writers, the show has to buy the other 10.
And they're like $400 each.
Wow.
Yeah, this was a discount.
I won the Billboard Award, and it's a really nice looking award, and I have it displayed on my, I use it as a bookend. And I cracked it the other day. I broke it.
Oh.
Ouch.
And I want it back.
I think they're working on getting you a new one.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, cool. Because it's a nice looking award. That thing's got to cost a lot of money. And it turned out I was like, I didn't think awards matter to me, but when it broke, I was like, fuck, my award broke. I was pissed. And you know that award I won, Robin, for Best New Film Star?
Blockbuster
Award?
Yeah.
That one broke too.
What?
Yeah.
You're hard on awards.
I know. The glass, I don't know. The glass broke in it. It's like stone and glass, and the glass broke, and I was bummed out about
Is it
that.
near a place where things get hot or something?
No, I don't know.
But see, you can call whoever makes that award. Like, someone can research it, and you can get it replaced.
So you're claiming, Scott, this is an important award, and we are very, very talented.
I'm claiming it's just as important as any other one, and it should be to all of us. And secondly, I looked on the...
Who judges the
Who do we beat?
I don't.
Who do we beat in our category?
Well, I don't think you don't really beat anyone.
No.
It's like an open category. Well, here's some stats. There's 13,000 entries, and of those, 7 to 10% win. So it's not like everyone just submits and buys their award.
See, who is the sponsor behind the Telly Awards? Like, who's the company?
Mr. Telly, I don't know. I really don't know. I
Yeah,
need to do
who's
some
the
research on
Telly
it.
committee?
Are these televised anywhere?
No.
No.
Yeah, see, I remember
The Tellys are not televised.
Robin Radzinski said that it was like all the details around the Telly, they were very vague. We don't know where they are.
Can I tell you some other Telly winners this year, though?
Yeah, please.
Are NBC.
Go ahead.
American. I'm not sure. I could look it up. They just won in the bronze
They gave the
category,
network an award?
MSNBC, Warner Brothers, The Oprah Winfrey Show, the History Channel, A&E, and many others.
The point is, though, that all of these companies are submitting for their work.
Yeah, so they can't be that much of a goof if these legitimate companies are submitting.
Well, I'm going to congratulate us then.
Go ahead, Artie.
All I know is I now have 2 Tellys that I am going to display.
You don't put your Tellys next to your wife's Emmy, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
Dude, her Emmy is like twice the size of my one Telly at home. And
Did you see them, Artie? They're really
It's
cool
almost
looking.
like it's lit from within.
The Telly looks like it comes in a champagne box.
Yeah, it's cool. Jason, bring it in.
What's a champagne box?
Like, when
You
you
mean
get...
those long wine boxes?
No, you ever buy, like, DP and they got a big green box? Here, look, you'll see. There it is. See?
Yeah, long wine box is what I said.
Yeah, there's the
Almost looks like a mini coffin.
Is this my Telly?
That's yours.
This is my Telly, Robin.
5 pounds it weighs, too.
This one I won for something I did. Interviewing Cuba Gooding. Here it is.
See.
There it is.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Looks like the Academy Award.
A very good-looking award.
They tell you that the same people that make the Academy Award make the Telly.
And the Emmy.
Doug, I want a Telly. I want
Okay, we will get you.
Yes, I do too.
Okay.
Hey,
ignore all their demands. I want to be the only holder of the
I'm
Telly.
getting a Telly.
Just give me a credit card number and we'll take care of it.
That's my goddamn Telly.
You didn't have to pay. Yours is better.
You didn't say a word during that interview.
Are you kidding me?
You know, Sam Simon has...
I know I said something.
You probably said more than I did.
Sam Simon has 14 Emmys, you know.
Oh, my God. He probably has, like, them lined up.
It's totally for chicks, too, because you go there. One of them got damaged in an earthquake, so there's like 13 pristine ones and one that looks like a limp dick hanging out.
Howard,
it's totally for broad. You know, it's like...
You go to Sam's house, right? It's a beautiful house, beautiful artwork. You walk through upstairs, you go through the house, and you go all the way in the back, and there's Sam's office. And in the office, there's a shelf that goes around the whole office, okay?
Right.
And Artie's, right, not only are there 13 Emmys, there's like 7 cable aces.
Right.
It's nothing but awards just lined up. Right. It's the total, like, I'm going to bang you magnet room.
Right, that's where you bring chicks.
But I'm looking at this thing here. There's a page. It's the Telly Awards store where you can go to buy your awards, but you do have to win them. And it just, I'm looking. It says why enter. It's got all these reasons, and the only reason I can see, it says you can win one of the most prestigious awards in advertising, impress and amaze your clients, make headlines. The only thing I can see is that the best reason is that they are in fact made by the people who make the Oscar and the Emmy.
Yeah, all right. Well, good. All
And
right.
it's impressive to have awards displayed.
Congratulations to us.
Did you ever hold an Oscar? Did you ever hold one of those things?
No.
It's very... I did one time just because Whoopi Goldberg did a sketch on Mad TV, and I was in the sketch, and she had her... We wrote in a joke where her Oscar's in it.
Uh-huh.
So we made her bring her Oscar. It never happened.
Yeah, they couldn't make a fake Oscar.
Right. Well, we thought it'd be cool if it was the real thing, and she just said no at the last minute, but I held it, and it's like... incredibly heavy. Like it's heavier than this thing.
Yeah,
It's
so
really
gay,
like,
you know.
we actually
people congratulating themselves for making believe to be characters.
You're talking like the fact that the Emmy is heavy. Somebody makes it heavy.
That's right.
We did
Wow, the Emmy's a real award.
so
It's heavy. All right, listen, I got to move along. Congratulations to the whole Howard TV crew and to us for the Telly.
The Bronze Award.
Here, Scott, are you going by the
the
garbage?
bronze, 2 bronze awards. Harry, guard that with your life.
And Howard, the second one you got was for the 9/11, which I mean that was a great. I mean, a horrible day, but a great job you did. So.
Well, at least something good came out of 9/11. We got an award. All right, thank you.
I would like to thank no one for this, because I earned it. All myself. Fuck everybody.
Wow, Telly. The greatest award money can buy.
As far as
Thank you.
CBS News go, very happy with my Telly Award. Never heard of it until today. My friends have Emmys. Now I have a Telly. I can just do it now.
I was going to say, the table I have my 2 Emmys on, I'm going to use this to prop it up a little bit, even it out, or pop this and get a beer. So either way, fantastic.
Where does one start? I mean, 2 Telly Awards. I mean, I would have been overwhelmed with 1, but 2 Telly Awards. I can't tell you how much this means to me. Morning after morning of sort of, toiling away in front of Richard and Sal's ball sacks and penises, and here I am with 2 awards to show for it. So I would just like to thank all the fans and the Academy and of the Telly Awards and just everyone who made this possible. It really feels good. Thank you so much.
We said it on the air. Who cares if no one knows about this award? There's tons and tons of awards. Like, this is more of an inside. It's for advertisers in the cable industry. It's not a national award with a big hoopla ceremony. No one would know about the Emmy Awards if it wasn't for the big prominent main ceremony. But the reality is that there's like 4,000 different Emmy Awards on local levels, regional levels. Thanks, asshole. Why don't you fucking turn the audio up more, you douchebag?
I left it the way it was. That's the way it was. I didn't touch it.
Did you just take a Telly Award-winning dump in there?
I didn't take a dump. Look at it. It's the same head.
Sit on it.
Hey. They modeled the size after Ryan and the head after you.
Look at I win. Domes. See? It was my winner. That's the one I got for being an asshole.
So, what were we saying?
You were saying how, There's so many Emmys we don't even know about.
This is an award. I mean, it shows. I mean, there are very obscure winners of this Telly Award, like on very local and regional levels. But there's also big networks and the Oprah Winfrey Show and cable networks, and that's what this is about. This is about honoring those not on such a large scale. So in the cable industry, you know, we applied for it. We're in the cable industry, and we won. And it's you win anything, it's good, especially with this show, because it seems to be a black cloud hanging over it thanks to Scott. But we're going to apply for some other awards too. So we're going to try to get an Emmy. That's our goal this year. I think we'll do it. And I'm inspired by this award. My motivation in winning this award is all due to 𝗏𝗏, our own.
The Sim, you're on the air. Go ahead, the Sim.
Sure, Midget. Hey now, good morning, King.
Good morning.
It was just great entertainment yesterday, the Dr. Key segment.
Thank you.
You know, the thing is he's like screwing up your relationship somehow. You and Beth have a great relationship, and all he's doing is trying to find a problem somewhere.
You want to know something, though? I'm being serious for a second. I kind of felt really even better about my relationship afterwards, in a weird way.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, it kind of focused me a little bit and kind of made me think, you know, I better appreciate my woman, all this kind of shit.
Honestly, there's issues there, but you could tell you guys are fine. It's like, you know, this guy's right. Any relationship, especially for 7 years, you put a doctor in there who's trained to see problems and behavior and the way someone talks, you're going to find a problem with anybody.
The only thing I didn't understand in the whole discussion, I was going to ask you guys about this. I swear I don't understand this. When I say I don't want to have children,
right,
and then Dr. 𝗏𝗏 goes, couldn't you at least say you'd consider it? I feel that's dangerous because that's not how I feel.
See, he's convinced, and again, I think he might be being a little presumptuous here, but he's convinced that Beth is going to want kids someday.
Well,
and that's how he's approaching it.
When she says, I don't want children now, but I could change my mind, is really saying, I'm going to want to have children.
And I don't want to give her any false hope. Thank you. Yeah.
But why marry a person who's saying I might change is what he asked you.
Because okay, that's a good question. I think the answer is, and I'm not even sure I'm right on this, I've said to Beth, look, I want to get married. I'm telling you I'm not going to change. And that's wrong, I guess, of me, but I'm not seeing why.
No, it's not wrong of you. You adamantly think you don't want to have children.
Right.
But you're marrying a woman who's not saying, I don't want to have children either.
She's not 100%.
She's saying, I don't want to have children right now, but I could change.
And this trained doctor.
She's also the person.
And you're saying to me, then why are you getting married?
Right.
See, this trained...
Well, I'm not saying it.
Yeah, Robin's
you can do whatever you want.
Well, Robin does sound right.
Robin's right. I guarantee you, within 2 years of saying I do, you're going to have another baby.
Well, this trained doctor is
I'll
trying
say
to
I
make...
don't.
No.
Like 𝗏𝗏 was trying to make you believe, like...
Fred, what are you saying? Wait a second. Hold it, Artie. Wait a second.
No,
what are you saying?
I think if you're that convinced that you're not going to have kids, that issue does have to be addressed with Beth, because
But she's saying she doesn't want to have kids right now.
Right
That's
now.
the only...
Well, you're
and she said she might not change.
I tell you...
Not really, no.
Oh.
Evidently we're not, if that's the issue.
You know, but
it's supposed to be. That's
we'll be married a little bit.
But what's weird, and I don't say this to scare you, but my wife was never one of those people who wanted to have kids either.
Right.
And then it was like one day, it was like the calendar flipped. She hit 35 years old, and then it became like the one thing in the world that she wanted to do.
Did you not want kids?
I was, quite honestly, I was not a big in favor of having kids. No.
Right.
Because I had a shitty childhood, and I didn't know how I was going to react.
Look at how much you love your kid, though, Fred.
No, well, that's the whole thing.
Great. We know that.
But I think maybe because we also had a really hard time. It took us 5 years to finally have a kid. So I guess over the course of time,
Did you have to do all that in vitro shit?
Yeah.
Oh, you did all that?
Pain in the
you didn't
fucking
remember
ass.
Did you have to jerk off in a tube?
I jerked off in more fucking...
I knew that. How could you not know that?
How could you not know that?
Holy shit.
Fred doesn't talk to me.
And the thing...
He didn't talk to anybody.
And the thing is
he had
nobody
to leave
wants...
the show a couple of times
Yeah, it was fun. It's like
Did you leave the show to jerk off?
You had to go into a little room, and the nurse would like look at you, and she'd go, sit in that chair over there. There's the little door.
Couldn't you jerk off after the show?
Well, I was actually trying to have her like help me, and I think that's why she ran out of the room so quickly.
The nurse.
Yeah, the nurse. She was actually cute. But
yeah, hey, you want me to come help?
Help me out.
In here.
Nobody ever wants to do that, or they never say to bring your wife in there to kind of help you out. You got to do it by yourself.
How embarrassing!
Why is it your wife can't help you?
I don't know. Maybe they want it pristine. Maybe they don't want lipstick in the DNA. Who knows?
Bullshit. The load that gives you a kid.
Absolutely.
You want your wife to cause it.
The vag brings out more cum than any hand job you can give yourself.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the load that causes your child is made by some chicken.
That's the hugest load you can have.
All right, listen, Eric. It's the Sim. The Sim, you're there?
Yeah, Howard.
All right. Anything else you got to say?
Hey, I love this
we
new
sort of
Fred
glossed
character you
right
got on the
over.
show.
Wait. What? Sorry, the Sim? What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I love this new Fred guy you got on the show. I don't know where you picked him up recently, but he's great. You should talk more.
Yeah. Fred's on fire.
There you go.
He'll go
Howard,
back in the show.
Can I play the Mike Walker game with you later?
We're not playing the Mike Walker game today.
Oh, damn. All right.
He canceled too?
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow, no guest.
Full cancellation.
The show's great anyhow, though, Howard. I've been
Sim.
listening to the whole thing. I love it.
All right, brother.
But you did sort of gloss over that one issue.
I'm hungry.
Which is what?
The child issue.
I know. I don't even know how to resolve
That's
it.
a tough one, dude. That really is.
I think.
I mean, I know why he's saying it because you don't necessarily want to slam the door on her.
Hey, look at this new Fred cutting Artie right now.
I'm sorry,
Hey, I will always bow to Fred, whatever you want.
No, it's like he doesn't want to. So she actually has feelings, and you should honor those feelings. But I also think that it's a discussion that has to be ongoing.
Yeah, how do you do that?
How do you have an ongoing discussion?
That's the tough one.
I think
it
gets like a lot of work.
This guy as
Gets
a trained doctor is telling you know what, Howard? She's not saying maybe. He's saying for a fact she's going to want kids. So you have to deal with that.
Yeah.
And I think he's trying to make you dig down deep and say, look at the
I think he's trying to shake your core and say, are you really that convinced?
Look at the reality of it. Really put yourself in the situation. A life without Beth or a life with Beth and a child?
And a kid,
what would you choose? You know, that's what he's trying to make.
I think that's what, he's trying to put your face in it.
See, I think you choose Beth and a child. I do. If
and
given
so
that
does she, because what came out of this was, not with the eyes.
Come on, man. I'm not doing
I think
that.
Robin's right.
Excuse me. What came out of this was that Beth said, I believe in him. Even though he says,
Don't believe in me.
I will never have a child.
Don't believe in me for a minute.
I know that he loves me. I believe in our relationship.
I'm getting a vasectomy. What do you think of that? I really have been thinking. I went running yesterday.
You could convince me.
I went running yesterday, and I said, you know what? I don't really want to get my balls cut just because I'm a pussy.
I would hate that. I couldn't
No, you can't do that.
But
I don't think that's even healthy.
I'm getting a vasectomy. I am.
Well, you know what? I got to tell you, I got to remind you of another story.
But you have to be deceitful with it. Don't tell her.
No, I got to
know.
remind
The guys
you.
who go and get their balls corrected after they get the vasectomy.
Like Chuck Norris.
I'm not doing that.
Chuck Norris. That's all I have to say.
I'm going all the way then. Ball removal.
Norris.
I'm taking my balls out.
Man was being turned upside down and having air blown in his tubes.
I got a scenario for you. Who, other than Beth, who is the hottest chick on the planet right now? In your mind?
Other than my Beth?
Other than your Beth,
honestly,
your
no
lovely
one.
Beth.
All right, let me think.
You got to pick a person.
Who's hotter? Who's the hottest chick?
Hottest. One you would leave everybody for on Christmas morning.
I wouldn't leave Beth under any circumstance.
Pretend
except
Beth
for kids.
doesn't exist.
Or
Who
she went down on a plane. I don't know.
Who's your go-to girl?
Who's the girl?
Beth.
No, she doesn't exist.
Beth doesn't exist.
No, she exists.
No, I'm telling you, I have to have a name.
Want. I'm happy. I don't even go to Scores anymore.
Then you're having a baby, you
wait. All right, let's say Beth unfortunately has an instant where she dies.
All right, go.
And then there's a 21-year-old who looks exactly like her. Exactly.
Go ahead.
Like that Beth.
And
you find her and you fall in love with her. Well,
you don't want an exact copy?
I don't want an exact. Okay, I'll tell you what. Okay. Let's say. All right, so she dies.
Right.
I'm probably gonna call up
Lindsay Lohan.
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz.
Because I saw her in a miniskirt.
Really?
Yeah.
Good choice.
I'm going to call her. I'm going to fucking call her. I'm going to say, listen, I'm going to
She comes over.
I'm calling Adam Levine's girlfriend.
She comes over. She has a relationship with you. She gets you. She understands you completely. She does all the things you like to do. She lets you do. She lets you walk on the carpet, etc., etc.
She blows me. She blows me. She gives me anal.
Everything. And then you have a relationship and you pop her with a ring.
Go ahead.
And she says, I want to have a kid.
Then she's got to die too.
It's an awful lot of death in this.
It's a lot of death.
But you've missed out on that one. Like you've missed out on Beth. Would you want to miss out on another person as well?
I don't want any kids. I got 3 great kids, and I know that's selfish of me. And she hasn't had kids.
Right, because that's the thing.
We were just at it. We were talking about a selfishness in a relationship or a selflessness in a relationship, and here you switch right back. So you're never going to give it up. You're never going to be wholly there.
Right. Right.
Oh, stop it.
No, you're right.
No, you're
right.
Said you
but I don't know about that. See, I
don't want kids. I want to have a life, Robin, as I get older.
Again, when you put the obstacle there, Howard, it means I will never truly
and she may feel
give you all of me.
I'm giving her all of me.
No, you're not.
I'm just not giving her a kid.
No, you're
She doesn't want a kid. That's what's so great about this.
you're not giving her the choice. You're the one who's now saying, you have to give up this one thing for me.
I've given up plenty for her.
Well, what if you said you wanted to have kids? Would she do it?
That was your choice. You're telling her she has to give up something for you by your choice.
She can have a kid with someone else then. And I'm just be my wife.
Okay, all right.
How's that?
You'd be the uncle?
Yeah, like they go live somewhere with the kid. And
that's not a bad deal.
I love our relationship. I don't want to fuck it up. And the kid's going to only fuck things up.
Well, that's a great thing to say.
But what do you mean? There's no kid I can say that.
But my point is, you're saying that that's the only thing a kid could bring to you. Not more happiness, not more togetherness. It could only fuck it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's silly.
But what's wrong with Howard being honest about the fact that this just isn't for him? And when you say he's putting Beth in a bad
it's
spot...
not about whether he's being honest or not.
Because it's a couple.
It's about 2 people having a life together.
So, Robin,
you cannot impose your wishes on the other person.
If I marry you, Robin, and I want a kid, you've said you don't want kids.
No, I've always told you, if I were in love with somebody and they wanted a kid, then I would do that for them.
You would?
Yeah, if I'm in love with them, well, of course I would.
Look what I had to go through. It's like I didn't even really want a kid, but I knew how important it was to my wife. I was willing to humiliate myself in rooms around the city and jerk off.
Well, you're an asshole.
I may be an asshole, but I'm a happy asshole today because I've got a wonderful daughter and a very happy wife.
You're glad for every room.
Fred, when you were going through that, doesn't it eat away at you when you see like homeless people who can have 8 kids?
It made me fucking nuts. It's like kids who are 17 years old get in the back seat of a fucking Pinto.
What if Beth really
knock each other
What
up.
if Beth's fantasy is to see me suck a guy's dick? Should I do it?
No.
Nothing to do with her life
Exactly.
You can't show
You're
baby
silly.
pictures of that.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I'll do it for her.
Then you have to kill her.
Where's Sal? Ralph, come on. What's your comment?
Hey, now. Well, first of all, I don't know what that scenario is Fred was trying to set up with people dying and stuff, but...
It was just trying to evoke something, Ralph, something you don't understand.
Well, clearly we know Fred doesn't know what he's talking about based on his Sopranos review. But anyway, but why would you worry about, like, why would you play that what-if game? Like, what if Beth wants kids? She says she doesn't, and you move forward with that idea.
But you don't know that, Ralph.
No,
You're
she
speaking
said
out of your ass.
that might change.
Yeah, a lot of things could change. You can't sit and twist yourself over something that might happen.
But shouldn't you have this discussion ahead of time?
Right.
Kids are very important and a very big deal.
You cannot wait for this 2 years into the relationship.
Haven't you had that?
It's not like changing your hair color.
Robert, stop interrupting.
Yes, we've had the discussion, but I don't know that we've ever really resolved.
It's never been resolved.
Right.
How is it resolved when it sounds resolved?
She says to me, look, honey, I don't want children. I've never wanted them, but what if it does change? What would we do? And
she also said she didn't want to think she was ever going to be married, and now she's engaged and ready to embark on a marital life with somebody.
You get another
that changed.
I get a divorce, that's all.
Yeah,
that's a great way to walk into a relationship.
You got married again, you get divorced again.
I'm
That's
okay.
a stupid piece of advice.
You think so? I don't know. It doesn't sound so crazy.
That's the stupidest advice I've ever heard.
Yeah.
What? People don't break up over shit?
Yeah.
But you don't go into a marriage and expect you're going to be divorced at the end of it.
Well,
I always
what the
do.
fuck is a prenuptial?
How do you
then?
know that's still married?
Then he shouldn't have a prenuptial, right, Fred? Under your logic?
What's that?
He should have a prenuptial agreement under your logic, then.
You know what? That does bring up a sore subject with some people. Look, if you can deal with the prenup, then if they both parties agree to it, then you can enter into it. If one person wants it and one person doesn't, then you don't get married.
This is the part of the part. I'm not trying to be a wise ass right now. I really don't understand this discussion. Like, in other words, I just think I'm being honest, and I don't want to.
Well, you are.
I don't want.
Yes, you are being honest.
honest.
What's that got to do with you? You are embarking on a quote-unquote committed relationship.
No.
That means something else. You don't get to just singularly make a decision.
Howard,
like
you're
that.
right. You shouldn't sit there and give her false hope, and go like, well, maybe I might.
But they also should be aware of what they're saying to each other.
I think they are.
No, they aren't.
No, we're not.
It's not clear.
I don't think we are. I don't think we are clear on it.
Really? Sounds clear.
But I
to
don't
me.
care. I'm all over.
Yeah.
Well, I understand that, but my point is that would be the one thing you would continue to hold back in the relationship. You have decided you're never giving her all of you.
I'm giving her all of me. I'm just not giving her somebody else.
No. You've decided. I keep that decision on my own. You will never be making that decision with
That's
me.
why the doctor was saying open yourself to the possibility, because if you open yourself to the possibility, then you are giving all of yourself. And who knows? Maybe you might change your mind.
Why do you guys adopt me? I'll be your kid. I don't even care.
Oh,
I have no problem with
you don't
that.
want that kind of problem. Artie's never going to grow up.
Oh, I'll straighten his ass
I'm
out.
out of the house.
You're never going to grow up.
It's like having a retarded kid. What is it, Dave?
Can you imagine being like 80 years old and you're like, and then you have a kid?
I mean, the thought of
Ralph's
that,
your kid.
The thought of that makes me fucking nuts.
But Ralph can't imagine being 29 years old. And I mean,
You can't imagine being in a relationship.
He can't imagine being with someone.
Honestly, Ralph,
That's not true.
you know, I'm 53.
Right.
Okay, and I have this fantasy that, you know, the day that I leave radio,
You got to calm down. And
it's going to be me time.
Yeah.
You hear what I'm saying?
And God, you deserve it. I understand what you're saying. You want to fucking relax.
Yeah, I don't want to be chasing around children, and you
But
know,
don't
and as
you-
much as people go, oh, you can have help. I don't want help raising my kid.
And I think Beth is so appreciative of, not appreciative, but just so in touch with you, and she wouldn't even want to put you through that. She knows you don't want it, so I just don't see.
Sometimes, Ralph, I know you don't understand this, but it's not really a choice for the woman. It's a biological need.
Ralph,
and
you're not a chick. It's
Robin,
like how
Robin. I mean, Beth is 35. I mean, I think that she's kind of past that point
Not
biologically.
necessarily. No, it's hitting
Biologically, women kick in around their 30s.
Thank you, Dr. Sorella.
Yeah, it's now moved to 40, Ralph.
Yeah, her desire of a child should have kicked in already. If she
No. I've talked to experts. It's now moved to 40.
No, Robert. I talked to a different expert.
No.
They said by 35.
They said every 40-year-old is going crazy.
No. Did you go crazy?
No, I'm
Exactly.
not 40.
Martha Stewart's daughter said the same thing. She turned 40, and all of a sudden she's dying out
That's
of a kid.
right.
Exactly.
Hey, does Beth have any nieces or nephews yet?
Yes, she does.
She does?
She's great with them.
And she loves them?
Loves them.
See, I think the other thing that came out yesterday during that
let her deal
discussion
with
is
that.
she's such a loving, caring person.
Yes, she has too much love.
It might be one of those things where she just kind of wants to spread it around a little bit
Yeah,
more.
I'm not into her spreading it. I want it all directed at me.
See, I
honestly.
think that might be the issue.
Well, that's, again, you back into,
Yes.
you're really a selfish human being.
Now you're getting the idea.
And
Beth doesn't know that?
you can't let her have anything of her
Right.
own.
Me time doesn't include Zahara, or Maddox,
Or Paxan.
or Paxan. All right, thank you, Ralph. Thank you, everyone. Enough of my relationship.
A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
All right, on Monday's wrap-up show, you gotta come and check out Jared coming in to admit he was the rat. I guess that little cocksucker JD was right all along, but anyway, I wouldn't give him the benefit of the doubt if my fucking life depended on it, so fuck him. Check it out.
Vic in L.A., you're on the wrap-up show.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
Hey, Vic.
Hey, yo, last year, Halloween, JD's vibe was so correct, on point about Jared.
Well, how so?
How so? He called him out. He had something about Jared did not sit right with JD, so he called him out on it. And this came to fruition a year later, Halloween.
So wait, Vic, I want to get this straight. I'm not interrupting. You're saying that because JD thought that Jared was arrogant a year ago on Halloween, that it leads to him lying?
Yes, he's an arrogant, lying fuckface.
Well, the arrogant, lying fuckface is sitting right here. Jared, have you been getting a lot of this type of feedback ever since your admission?
No. Actually, a couple people have said that they understand where I was coming from, that I wasn't trying to sell JD out or anything like that. I was trying to protect Ronnie and get ahead of it and make sure there wasn't any problems for him.
But do you feel bad the way you reacted when JD accused you?
No, I mean, to be 100% honest, it was, I still, feel the way I did, that JD didn't have any evidence. He didn't know anything, so he threw my name out because I know he doesn't like me, and he knows the relationship I have with Ronnie. That upset me that was his reasoning behind it. I understand, if you take a step back, it looks kind of crazy for me to say that because, in fact, he was right, but,
He was right for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but I was upset that, he was immediately going to me because G doesn't like me.
But, I mean, no one else really had any evidence of, like, Richie Wilson or Brian Fan, and they were throwing those names out, so yeah, I can't be the only one waiting for speculation.
But the one thing I will say with Jared that I understand was we threw those names out, we discussed it, then it went away. Every time Howard tried to say it wasn't Jared, you steered it back like 3 different times.
Listen.
When Howard said, I don't think it could be him, and you go, well, here's why I think it's him.
Because I get cookies. And
no, it wasn't that. It was the office. It was the office environment that day, and just I knew. I just had. I knew, and that's all I can say. I mean, that's all. I had an instinct, and I went with it, and I was right. I don't know what else to say.
I wonder how everybody.
You're exuberant today.
I'm not exuberant.
You're bubbling over.
No, I have to tie my shoe.
I wonder how everybody else who was accused is feeling today. I mean, Gary, you basically said Tim did it, and it turns out that he's innocent. I know Goodstein, Phelan, Richie Wilson.
Tim confessed to him.
Tim said to me, maybe I'm getting it that he spoke to Ronnie after it came out, but when we were sitting in this meeting, he said, we're all one big family. We have to stick together. That's why I called Ronnie that day and talked to him about the email. And I thought that was him saying it. So it's not, I mean, I apologize, Tim. I'm sorry, Tim.
I mean, are the falsely accused reacting at all? Are they? Is there any I told you so's? Or is anybody? Well, first, Jared, you're here. I mean, is anybody giving you a hard time?
No.
Everyone's been supportive to your face.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there hasn't been anyone that's, a lot of people laughed this off and said that it got carried out of hand and they thought it was crazy.
Yeah, Howard was disappointed that you actually told him, not because, he wanted it to go on and on.
You go.
When I walked up I didn't want to come up on the wrap-up show on Thursday because I wanted to go directly to Howard. And at the end of the show, I went up to Howard as he's walking out, and as I start walking up to him, he gives me this look, and he's like, go away. Just go away. I think he knew what I was trying to talk to him because I've never spoken to Howard in private. And he's like, just leave. He actually said, he's like, no, Jared, just go away. And I'm like, Howard, I need to speak to you.
Do you think Howard just wanted Jared to go away, or do you think that he actually knew it could be Jared?
I think Howard just wants to get from here to the elevator as quickly as possible, and nobody's slowing him down.
Hey, Jared, at what point did you tell Ronnie, because this was always kind of confusing to me, don't tell anyone who told you?
The
day you called him, right?
Well, no, you know what? It wasn't like don't tell everyone. When I spoke to him on Friday, I said, just between me and you, it's kind of sensitive, and I don't know really how far I should go with this, but I was kind of concerned with him bringing it up in terms of the company being upset with me. Right. It wasn't about. I never thought at any time it was going to be Howard upset about it. I just, I thought that because of the sensitive environment that we work in with HR, interns, and everything that's going on right now in the corporate world with interns, I thought it was best to keep Ronnie out of this.
Now, during the week, Ronnie's really twisting in the wind, Jared. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday goes by. Were you like dying to get out there and say it's me? Were you holding, like, what was going through your head as this was sort of unfolding on the air?
I was sick to my stomach because I felt horrible that it was happening to Ronnie. I spoke to Ronnie, and Ronnie told me, don't worry, you know, it will be fine initially. He's like, I can deal with it. And
so you guys had discussions about it as it was going on during the week?
Yeah.
Like, where would you guys discuss it? Like, in the halls? Like in private? Like, where would you?
Yeah. I mean, in my office.
Did you confide to anyone else here? Did anyone else know about it?
No. I actually even lied to my father, who's a huge fan of the show. And he called me and was like,
wow. Everyone was impressed by your lying.
My father called me and was like, you're not the rat, are you?
JD,
I'm like,
now
no,
you can have
Dad,
a new dad.
Jason Kaplan now joining us.
I was actually listening to Jared's lying tape now, the one where he denied everything. Jared definitely has a tell. When he says honestly in front of something, that means he's lying to you. Everything was honestly, I didn't do this. Honestly, I had no idea.
He said that here, but he always says that.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe he's still lying.
I always say that even when I'm.
I want to throw something at you because I think it's interesting. First of all, I get accused a lot of being blind to people, but I have no issue with Jared. I understand. I think I understand why he did it. I think I understand why he would deny he did it at the beginning, thinking it wouldn't turn into what it was and it would go away. But somebody did say to me today, I always think it's weird when somebody's first inclination is to lie. So that's one of the interesting things that somebody said to me today.
Well, I'm still.
How do you feel about that, Jared?
You know what? I think it's just a reaction, and you get defensive. You know, and I think I've always been the type of person where I'll get defensive, and it'll take me some time to think about. You get yelled at, and if I'm getting yelled at, I get defensive about it, and it takes me time to realize that I've done something wrong. That's just who I am as a person, and that was the case. It took me a couple of days to realize that this was a bigger issue than me just talking to Ronnie, because other people were getting in trouble. Ronnie was getting slammed. There were people that were getting, their reputations possibly tarnished, like Richie Wilson or Doug Goodstein or Dan the Song Parody Man.
I know it's sensitive, but
nothing can help
before Thursday, did you and Tim discuss it? Before you actually confessed it to Tim?
No, and I felt even worse about that.
Yeah.
Tim didn't really ask me or anything like that. We weren't talking about the leak at any point. But I felt horrible that, Tim defended me on Monday on the show, and I felt horrible that he had to do that.
But see, this whole thing still, and I know Gary just said like, "Oh, people understand why you did it," but I'm trying to figure this out. So you read Tim's email, and then decided because it involved Ronnie and Tim and maybe some other people who work here at
and human resources.
And human resources. That instead of calling Tim directly and say, hey, I just read this in your email and this might be a problem, you went right to Ronnie?
Yeah, I was trying to be proactive. I read Tim's emails on a daily basis.
I know, but I read Gary's emails a lot too, and I don't.
You do?
I do too, man.
We all do. And I don't know. It just seems like a leap to make. And I know, look, Tim was there at Rick's. We all know that, So I mean, he was part of it. So I'm just wondering. Well, that came up on the air already. I just wondering.
We'll bring it up some more.
Why make that leap? Why not go? Like, if you really thought it's an HR issue, wouldn't you call Tim and go, oh my God, that thing you were at was Ronnie the other night. It's blowing up into an HR issue.
Real quickly, I'd take issue with the term rat because I wasn't ratting anyone else. I was trying to protect Ronnie. That's not. If anything, I was trying to protect Ronnie from possibly getting in trouble with the company. I ratted out the company. That was the only thing.
A leak is more.
Fine. I'm okay with the word leak, but I wasn't ratting anyone else out.
And Jared, I think the issue isn't now what you did. The issue is that you didn't come forward and admit it.
It is. It is so reminiscent of Watergate.
Hey, what's up? This is Jason, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, the guys were talking about the fact that Will might not be able to father his own baby. And the guys on the show have been discussing who would make the best sperm donors and worst sperm donors around here. And the wrap-up show seemed to conclude that I was the absolute worst choice to be a sperm donor to Will's baby. And quite frankly, I totally agree with them. I'm a disgusting human being, both physically and mentally, and no one should have my DNA. Thank you. Good luck, Will.
How's Will holding up through all this?
He's doing all right. I was just talking to him about it. First of all, I don't think Will ever intended for this to come out on the air. It's something that, I've known about in the office. And I was just talking to him. Yesterday Howard was breaking his balls about the Phillies game and why he's so upset. And Will sort of opened the door and go, wow, that's not really what's bothering me. And Howard hit him like 3 times. And I thought Will had one more shot to go, I don't want to talk about it. And Howard would have left it alone. And then Will opened up about it. And I've been there. I've said things on the air that I just never intended to discuss, especially when it involves 2 people and you're the one giving out the information.
Yeah.
I've been down that road before, so I understand it. So all things considered, I think he's holding up pretty well.
Is it one of those things where you just hope it blows over but nothing blows over?
No, nothing blows over. But Will's been with us a long time. And I think that this is the first time he's dealt with something of this magnitude. I've gone through it probably like 5 or 6 times. Will did not wake up on Monday morning expecting to walk in here and have this discussion. That be fair, Will?
Absolutely not, no. I mean, it came out, it was just weird, Artie was busting my balls about the Yankees game, and somehow it led to that.
How you holding up?
I'm okay. I don't think my wife wants me to talk about this stuff on the air. But I'm just going to answer the questions, when he asks them, and hopefully it goes away at some point,
Yeah, I mean, has Will done anything wrong in this situation?
No, not at all. It's a weird thing because now Will has become much more interesting to Howard because he's talking about something real in a real way.
Right.
That's a show.
Are you getting a lot of pity from? Are people treating you differently around here?
Well, of course, every person on staff says, "I'd give you my sperm." That's the joke that everyone likes to tell.
Mm-hmm.
Directly, I wouldn't even do it in a cup. I can just give it to your wife.
But is anyone?
Will almost had it on his back for a Panasonic TV.
Right. It's true.
Is anyone talking to you about it seriously, or are they just kind of avoiding it?
I don't know. I don't really want to talk to anyone about it. I had a good conversation with Gary about it. 𝗦𝗵cie actually has been really helpful. She did an interview with a guy that had some information, because there are questions that I have, and I'm just trying to find the answers to a lot of this stuff, and it's difficult. But, people that I'd rather hear from people that have been through the experience or have, know something about it rather than just anybody.
Well, whether it's the operation or adopting, you listed a bunch of options today. I didn't know how expensive those options were. That's a pricey game you're getting.
See, I did. I had a couple of friends who went through similar stuff. It's in fact, I don't know whether I should. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on the air anymore. But there's somebody that I used to work with who spent well over $150,000, doing the in vitro thing. It just never happened. I think it was like $30,000 a pop every time you tried it. And that was it was 10 or 15 years ago.
Wow, that's a lot.
Right, and then I get involved.
That's college.
And I get worried about the whole thing. Like, well, is it really worth blowing $100,000 when there's like all these unwanted kids out there? It's tough decisions.
Now,
anyway,
when you talked about considering a family member as the donor, that was met with mixed reaction, to say the least.
Right.
But you've thought that through.
Of course. Any decision I make, it'll be because, I came to that conclusion. Or I should say my wife and I and my family came to that conclusion. Nothing to do, actually, with what Howard says in a moment on the air.
But when...
I don't think Howard thought about it nearly as long as Will has.
No, exactly.
Right, but you understand people's first reaction to, like, saying your brother, for example, like, what, your brother's going to hold that over for the rest of your life and always make fun of it and this and that.
Yeah, right. I've thought about it. What can I say,
What'd you think of Howard's offer to be the donor?
It was very generous of him.
Is there anybody here you would take up on that offer if they were all sincere?
If they were, that's a tough one. I don't know. Maybe like I don't know. You know what? It's hard to say. I don't want to say anything about that. I don't know. It's a tough question.
All right, so let's...
When you think about it seriously.
Well, who do you like and who do you hate?
1,000 jokes.
Right. Well, let's take the other side of that question, which is who is the last person you want to take?
That's a lot easier.
And a lot of people
There's lots of people here I wouldn't take. If that helps.
There were a lot of very strong cases made today for who the worst option might be.
Right. I tend to agree with Kaplan. I mean, I agree that he's one of the most intelligent guys here, and he's definitely a really nice guy, but he clearly, not even anything to do physical, has some serious mental issues. No? You would agree, John?
Oh, I said it on air. Jason would absolutely be my choice. But I wasn't convinced of that fully until Jason went in there today.
Right.
After Fred selected him and basically proved the point. Right. I mean, he listed a bunch of reasons why he would be the worst option, and then, of course, took off his shirt and showed his back. And
okay. Can we just
the forest?
Can we digress for a second? I knew that Jason was hairy, right? I understood that. But he's got a ring around his neck. I had never noticed that before. And he said if he doesn't shave around the neck, it'll go right to his face. He'd be like, he's almost like the Wolf Boy. But I had never noticed that before. It's a very perfect ring, right around, right below his neck, where his shirt covers. Had you seen? Well, you must have seen that a million times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when I lived with a guy, literally our entire bathroom was just covered. It was like almost a fur covering on the floor.
Does he
like a carpet?
Does he shed?
He sheds, exactly. So it was just everywhere, and he can't help it. He'd apologize, and you're like, dude, you can't do anything about it,
And he says he doesn't even want to have kids. I'm not putting words in Jason's mouth here. He said he wants to stop it at him, and
he's gonna have kids. He's gonna get over it. He'll be a great father. He's got to calm down. He knows. Well, this is the whole point. This is what gets really fucked up about parenting. And John, you could attest to this too. You're like, okay, I know what went wrong in my life. I have all the corrections, and then all of a sudden you get pissed off, and all that shit goes out the window.
Oh yeah.
But for the most part, I think Jason knows how he wants to raise a kid, and I think he'll be fine.
I've had conversations with Jason about this because I'm like, Jason, you're a good guy. You don't really mean that you don't want to. He goes, no, I'm serious. I do not want to have any children moving forward. I don't want them. My wife doesn't want them. We're not, we don't want to extend the Kaplan family. Well, Jason's here. I shouldn't put words in your mouth.
If the gene pool ended with me, I'd be fine with it.
It's not going to end because you have two brothers, so
yeah,
you might as well. You should keep it going.
I keep telling them. Listen, what can I say? I have a very low opinion of my physical attributes, and like I also said, which I didn't get to too much on the air today, I'm barely a man, and if I had a son, how am I going to pass on? And I can't tell him how to pick up girls or throw a ball.
How are you barely a man?
I'm unathletic, number one.
Okay.
I don't know shit about girls, how to talk to them, how to meet one.
Well, you met one and you found one who's lucky.
Cute. I would say dumb luck. Keep your head in the game.
You talk to girls all the time, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm everyone's friend. I'm everyone's buddy. I could not tell. Okay, here's an example.
That's better than JD.
Or
creep him out.
14-year-old Jason Jr. comes up to me and says, "Hey, I don't understand. I'm at school. I have all these friends who are girls, but I don't know how to make that next step." I go, I'm about to ask a real man.
They're never going to ask you that. Your kids are never going to come to their father to ask how to get laid. It just doesn't happen. And
all right, that's a good point.
You'll be surprised that it's it's not like your kids don't come and ask you for a lot of stuff, and you like sports, you watch sports. The other thing is listen, there's always a chance that you'll have a kid that's an exact replica of you. Right. You know what I mean? But then you've also involved another person, so there's always a chance that it'll be part you, part her, all her.
I just look. I somewhat enjoy being alive. I mean, I am on Lexapro, but I do. I look at my parents. I'm like, what made you two seeing you how to get together and procreate? I mean, really. I mean, I love them both, but I don't know. I don't. And it's so weird because I feel I have such an opposite desire as Will. Will well before he even met Tracy, has always said he wanted to get married and have a family, and this is important to him, and it's not important to me. And I wish in that aspect we could trade places, but.
So would you, what's it called when guys get their balls snapped?
Vasectomy?
Yeah, would you do that?
I have not gone that far in my head. I have not.
Because why? Because you don't want the vasectomy?
Because I'm still
because you're still thinking it
I'm
might
still
wanna...
young, and your mind can change later in life. But I tell you, and I've talked about this on the air. I'm very careful in bed. Also, still to this day, the worst thing that could ever happen to me is that I get my wife pregnant. To me, that's my worst nightmare.
Are you still doubling up on condoms and doing all that other stuff that you said?
No, actually, after the last time we talked about it, sometimes after you talk stuff out, you realize how dumb things sound. So
how do you protect yourself now?
Just the birth control.
Oh God!
But I have to say, it's in the back of my mind.
Well, you
always
actually
there.
doubled up on condoms at one point?
No, I never doubled up on condoms, but it was doubling up on the birth control /
You took extra birth control pills?
No, somebody was on. He was on birth control. She was on birth.
They were
control.
both protecting themselves.
Okay.
And you were doing something else too, weren't you?
And pulling out.
Yeah.
And jerking off an hour before.
Dude, you don't understand. It's like I can't relax. It's like
that's a pretty surefire way to avoid having a kid.
Yeah, just everything. I just should stop having sex. Period.
Hey, it's 𝗫𝗿𝗍𝗿, Baba Booey. On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about how we had comedian Dane Cook in earlier in the day. We talked about how not everybody was a fan of his comedy, but we all thought he was a great guest, and he even gave Howard some great advice on phone sex.
There's been a lot said about Dane Cook on the show beforehand, Gary.
Some of it by me.
Some of it by you, some by Artie. Howard, I think everyone has taken a shot here or there at him. So what did you expect when he came in today?
He was a really nice guy when I saw him in the green room, and I thought he was really good on the show. I've said before that I'm not like the biggest fan of his comedy. I probably more gave him a hard time. It's when somebody gets so super successful and gets so big, and then you wonder whether they deserve it or not. But I thought he was a really nice guy, and I thought he was a very good guest on the show, and that's what counts for me.
Somebody asked me if I think he's a good stand-up comedian, and my answer is I don't know. I haven't seen him enough in action to judge whether he's funny, but if he's selling out the Garden and he's been so successful, you can only give the internet so much credit for that. There's got to be some talent behind that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, selling a lot of tickets it means you're successful, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're respected by your peers. And he talked about that today. He talks about, I thought it was more interesting when he was talking about all the shit he takes from people accusing him of stealing. And it seems like whenever he's confronted anyone, not in a confrontational way, but just said, hey, you said the stuff about me, it seems to be resolved.
The other thing he was very much aware of was when things were going well for him, he knew the other shoe was going to drop. He expected it, and everyone who was promoting him immediately turned on him and I guess called him a fluke and whatever else. But when you're doing that well, it's a lot easier to handle that kind of criticism.
Well, did he say that he's he's been doing stand-up for 20 years?
Yes.
Yeah,
so I would think
17.
that. Yeah, so my odds are that he probably had a good 10 years working in shitty clubs, having nothing to do with his comedy. So he sort of knows the score.
He said he was a college comedian, like a successful college comedian, college circuit comedian, and he wanted to get to the next level, but was contemplating how to do it. And I guess he started emailing skits out to whoever was there on whether it was MySpace and gathered a following that just grew and grew.
And it was so great because after he had that huge success, every comedian in the world tried to do that again. It was sort of like his was a phenomenon, and it was just one of those things that just, right place, right time for that to work for him. But everybody tried to do that. Everybody. And it didn't work for anybody.
And again, selling out Madison Square Garden is no fluke.
Continually.
Yeah. Were you impressed by him today, Benji?
Well, he's a pleasant guy. He's very successful. I've always been really annoyed by all the hate for him. Like, it's same with Carrot Top. It's like, it just seems like stupid, all the hate for it. He doesn't turn me on stand-up wise, particularly. I think he's good. He's okay. But it reminds me of the Tonight Show. Like, the way the Tonight Show was under Carson and the way the Tonight Show was under Leno. It was pleasant. It was okay to watch. It was hugely successful. It never turned me on artistically.
Charlie in Dallas, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, well, along those lines, why did it take you so long? Why he said that he had offered up he wanted to be. He tried many times to be on the show, but you never let him on. Why now, Gary?
That's actually not true.
He lies.
No. He may have his information incorrect. We had maybe the first or second time we tried to get on, we might have passed on him. Then we had him booked on 2 separate occasions before now in the last 3 years, and for whatever reason, at the last minute, he had to. I know one time he had to cancel because he was shooting a movie up in Boston. Thought he'd be done sooner, he wasn't. And the time before that, I can't remember, but he'd been booked twice and had to cancel on his end, and then probably twice before that we didn't have him on.
How do you deal with allegedly losing $11 million to a close family member?
Not nearly as well as he's dealing with it.
Oh my God, yeah. And I know he couldn't talk about it because there's stuff pending, but
he still talked about it enough to, he couldn't talk about the details of it, but he'd talk about how he felt about his stepbrother. And he's like, man, I just want to get this behind me, and I'm all about moving ahead. $11 million, a lot of money. And Howard always brings this up, but you can look at it as a number and say, I had it, I never had that much, I had it, now it's gone. But Howard looks at it like, all the fucking clubs you had to work and all the hard work it took to get here. Howard looks at it like nickel by nickel, because it is. You don't make $11 million overnight.
And who can you trust? You get to a certain point where, you think you can trust a family member, whatever it might be, but ultimately, he even said, he always envisioned having this deep, dark family secret, and God, be careful what you wish for.
Right, but then he also said that this was a person he'd spoken to every day of his life that he hadn't spoken to since this happened.
I'm really curious, and maybe this is one of the things he couldn't get into. Once he realized it, was there any confrontation between the two of them? Or was it right to the police?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I don't know either. And I guess he obviously couldn't talk about that because it's pending. But, Will, if you know the answer to that, you can drop by. Scott in Florida, you're on the Wrap-Up Show.
Hi, this is Scott from Margate, Florida. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Just a general question. I've been listening to the show forever, and was actually a fan of Dane Cook. We had seen him down here in Palm Beach at filling out one of those local clubs. Then all of a sudden he just took off and just went skyrocketing with his career. I was just wondering, with Artie and Howard often making fun of his success, his lack of being funny, what was the relationship in there when they walked into the studio, finally having Dane Cook in there and having to kind of, we think you're funny, and we appreciate your humor. Even one of the callers at the end of the hour actually said that Artie didn't think he was funny, and there was definitely some comments in the past with regard to them kind of making fun of Dane. How was it in the studio today?
First of all, I don't think Howard ever fell into that category. I think Artie definitely did. Artie said that, he said in the past, like, he got famous on Facebook and this and that, and Artie, was pretty vocal about it. Then he ran into him a couple times and met him, and he's like, I think the feeling is, Artie, you got to have respect for what he's accomplished, but he may not be as much of a fan of his comedy. But, I don't book a guest on the show so that we can throw rocks at him. Do you know what I mean? So if Artie felt that way, it's not really Artie's show, and it wouldn't be for Artie to say. And I know I see a lot of calls up here like, why didn't Artie come clean and tell him? But I wouldn't put a guy on the show so that we can have him come in here and then treat him like shit.
And Dane's a fan of the show.
Clearly.
He, I'm sure, has heard what Artie has said, Howard, Gary, whoever else, about his comedy. By the end of the interview, he's inviting him to come up on stage at the Garden.
Right.
Right.
That was kind of an interesting moment when Dane says to Artie, "You don't think I'm funny?" It was kind of.
And what did Artie say?
I don't remember Artie's response. If Artie actually gave him a.
Did he go, have it?
I think he might have laughed. But I don't remember specifically what it was. But, Scott, you bring up a fair point, and, as Gary said, what Artie's always talked about respecting what Dane Cook has done sales-wise, his success, whatever else, but he's never been a huge fan of his, and I can't speak for the guy, but that's...
I mean, it's like music. There's like huge, successful music that it's a number one song, but just might not be what you're into.
Billy Ray Cyrus. I'm not but it's stuff like that. But again, it's my personal taste whether I'm a fan of the comedy or not. But the guy was a good guest, and I was, I was one of the people probably fighting him, and I would say, well, when you come at a meeting, I think we should have this guy on. I think he's really hot. I think he's got interesting stuff going on. I think he'd make a good guest.
And his ladies' resume wasn't too bad either. And he said growing up he was an introvert and never really got out there. And then I guess when success hit, he was able to do pretty well.
Well, again, like I didn't know a lot about him, so sometimes, and I've said on the show before, there've been many people that have come on that I've had one thought about, and when they leave, I have a different thought about. And I probably thought he was a little bit on the arrogant side, again, from the little I've seen of him. And I thought that story he told about how he was the wimpy kid and all the kids at school forced him to fight the other wimpy kid. I thought it was really funny.
Yeah, by the end of the interview, he's giving phone sex advice to Howard, and I think I pulled that actually, Ted. Hit one. If you missed it, here's Dane Cook evaluating Howard's phone sex ability and giving him some pointers.
I have a very wide vernacular, so I know a lot of interesting words.
You watch a lot of porn.
Know a lot of the slang, the jargon. I'm a bit of a verbologist.
Yes, but with girls, you got to be careful. Like, you can't say like the word
You
cunt.
can't creep them out,
right?
yeah.
You can.
You can?
If you say it lovingly, like, oh, baby, you're a cunt.
Yeah,
you know, like
that's the move.
But you gotta.
I wouldn't even try.
Let me try
I think he's going to get you into trouble.
Let me try it. Oh, baby, you can't.
No.
No.
No good?
No.
What was the difference?
I don't know. You sound like you just sat on something.
So Howard not getting rave reviews from Dane when it comes to the phone sex.
I also love that he wouldn't fall for the Blue Iris tape. Yeah, he wasn't falling for that.
Well, first he thought it was a man, and then he's like, that's some 75-year-old whatever back there.
And in a way, he's correct.
May she rest in peace.
Actually, his phone sex skills were really good when he went into his actual phone sex.
You were impressed?
Yeah, I was. I thought he was talking out of his ass, but his phone sex, I thought.
Well, he's on the road quite a bit.
A good scenario.
So maybe he's got that expertise. Robin said she'd hang up and immediately call the authorities or something like that.
I would bet the farm that Robin's had some pretty good phone sex.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, all the talk was about Scott the engineer. After waiting for weeks, he finally got his clips played from his DJ stint out at Pure in Vegas. And Scott's pretty proud of himself, so we talked about what it was like hearing those clips played and having Howard, Fred, Artie, and everyone else goof on him for the umpteenth time. Here's how that conversation
went. Gary, one, how badly did Scott want these clips played? And two, did Howard realize he was torturing him as day after day went by and those clips just stayed up on that page but never got heard?
Okay, going backwards, answering the last question first. Howard had no idea he was torturing him until somebody finally sent a note out last night telling us that. But it was one of those things that Howard meant to, get around to.
So Scott shouldn't have taken it personally.
No, we weren't not doing it. He just hadn't. And every time I would mention it to him in the morning during the break, Howard would go, oh, yeah, that's right. I got to get to that. So he wanted to get to it. And I know that Scott wanted it to be done, so it's done. I don't know that Scott was necessarily proud of what he did. I think it's more like, hey, I'm going to get shit for it, so let's just get it over with.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, I was okay. I was okay with him not playing it. I knew he would get to it eventually. But, yeah, let's just get it over with if you're going to do it. Because I know it wasn't going to be pleasant.
Well,
it wasn't bad, though.
Well, a couple people said you were getting frustrated as day by day went and your stuff didn't
Sometimes,
come on.
I mean, like yesterday, he said, I want to talk about Scott, and I went in, he goes, not now. I got a guest coming in after Dane Cook, so that was a little frustrating.
I remember another time he's like, well, Scott was in Vegas, but Rosie O'Donnell's here, and you kept getting bumped.
Do you feel that you're not even important enough to be mocked? Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all. I know I'm not high on the priority list, so.
But it's not about you. It's just about the tapes, and we were gonna. I think there's a part of Howard too when you have something like that. It's not something you can do in 2 minutes, and he listened to it. He goes, "These are really good." It's almost like he's got them in the bank. You know what I mean? He does that a lot. Where he's got something that's so good, it's like I don't have to rush to get to it. I'll get to it. I know I have something good for when I need it.
He meant good, bad.
That's right.
Not good.
Now, you said in Vegas they treated you
By
like
the way, that was a laugh. I was telling you about.
They treated you like a rock star, and everyone was goofing on you. But here on the wrap-up show, we won't goof on you
I don't
to
think
your
so.
face.
No.
So, what did you mean by being treated like a rock star? Like, did they really give you full VIP treatment?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there were people. I got to the club. There were people, security people around me all the time. I had a private area that I was in. You know, the VIP area.
What kind of rooms you get?
I got a suite at @𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗱, which was gorgeous.
What was the private area? What was the VIP private area?
There's an area away from the regular people.
Which you were 11 minutes before you got there.
That's true. Where you go and sit. It's like a little balcony above the dance floor, a little area, you know, by the dance floor. It's roped off. There's security guards around. No one can get in.
Was anyone else in the? I'm sorry, Benji. Was there anyone else in the VIP area other than you?
There were other people. There were a lot of hot chicks, and I don't know where they came from. They were all to see me, I guess. There was booze. Yeah.
Was Shaggy in the VIP area?
I didn't see Shaggy in the VIP. He had his own dressing room.
Yeah, they had their own dressing room.
I didn't need the dressing room, but Shaggy had his own dressing room. So,
at what point did security become part of the event with you? Like, when did they start being your security?
As soon as I got there.
Like, at the club only, or did they, like, escort
off the plane?
At the club. Well, off the plane, they had, a car pick me up.
But not security.
Yeah, he could be security. They had a car pick me up at the airport, take me to the hotel.
And, like, did a security escort you out of the event at the end and everything?
No. I just left. I mean, you know.
So they just moved the rope and
I kind of stumbled out, but yeah.
Were you picking people to come into the VIP at all?
No, but I had some people I knew that were picking people to come in.
Like they knew what kind of people you
pulled
wanted?
the David Lee Roth and sent people out to find people to come to the VIP area?
I didn't know what was going on.
What the Beastie Boys used to call that? The trim coordinator or something like that.
You had a trim coordinator?
Yes.
Wow.
I think.
And DJ Holly, it sounded like you got pretty tight with DJ Hollywood.
Really a good guy. He's a big fan of the show. And yeah, he was really helpful and you know, really did a great job.
Now, I don't mean this disrespectfully, but when you were watching the clip, it seemed like you were dancing and drinking and having a good time, and in the background you see DJ Hollywood mixing everything. I mean, did you do any mixing at all?
I did mixing. I think we set up some shots for the camera.
Oh, I see.
You know, so when I was on mic, I went out. I left the little area that we had, and I just went out to the balcony part and talked to the people. But I did a lot of mixing.
And did you have any say in the song and the song choice and what was being played there?
No, I just said you'd pick what you want to play, and it was basically everything. They don't just play techno or dance or, you know, it was basically a mix of 80s, 90s, whatever, Madonna, Michael Jackson, Prince. It was
any rock? They like to throw some rock in there, like Sweet Home Alabama, that stuff.
Not during my set, but you know, maybe at some point during the evening, like 3, 4 in the morning, they take care of that.
Now I know you're a married guy,
Yes.
but if you weren't,
if I wasn't,
could you have gotten laid that night without laying out any cash?
I would say yeah.
So you had girls coming on to you?
Groupie types?
No groupie types. It was just women hanging out with us. I don't know where they came from.
I'm going to save Scott on this one. I'm going to tell you that if you're in Vegas and you're behind the velvet ropes at a good club and you have a big bottle in front of you, you can almost always get laid.
Just bring a rope with you.
No, but it's just there is a weird thing. Where people seem to, wherever they are, and they see someplace where it's a special setup, there's always somebody that feels a need to have to get in there.
Did you have to tell anyone, hey, I'm married?
No, there was no need. I had no interest in doing that. I am married. So everything was fine. It was just people hanging out, having a good time.
And you're back for a couple more, right?
I'm back in November, at the end of November 28th and December 12th.
So you must have done something, right?
They loved it. I mean, what's not to love about me? We had a great time. They had a great crowd. Probably they have a great crowd every weekend. It's one of the hottest. It's a beautiful club.
It's a nice club. I was there.
Really,
a couple weeks
really
ago.
nice.
Now
They have a balcony above Las Vegas Boulevard, right in the front of the hotel, an outdoor balcony, which is amazing. It looks over the street in the front of the hotel, which is really
I'm
nice.
king of the world. And Howard and Robin were big fans of your performance.
Oh.
Teddy, hit number one. Here's Howard finally getting to Scott at Pure.
Why are they raising their hand?
Raise your hands for hands up.
They do that in Vegas. They raise.
Come on, everyone, party like it's 1981.
I'll use that.
81.
Yeah, well, that's when I had hair.
Not really.
Actually, 1972. All right, party like it was 1964. Ew. Everybody, out on the dance floor, party like you have hair. Oh, you do have hair. Party like you have COPD. That's cardio. What do I have again? Pulmonary
something.
Cardio. What is COPD?
It's actually I can't even remember.
Any of that get under your skin?
No, not after 25 years. I just take it as it comes.
Was there a point where you were just like, all right, I'll just deal. It's not even worth fighting anymore. I don't mean today. I just mean you've been with the show for a very long time.
Of course. I mean, you just know what's coming at this point, and okay, let them roll with it because it's great stuff. The audience loves it. I know Howard likes to push buttons too, and he likes when we get upset, but this wasn't really anything to get upset about today.
I thought that was like it's so interesting, like when someone that normally doesn't get it so much. Like I was really feeling for Ross. Like last night, I was thinking about it, and today, like we're as hard as it is for any of us. It's like it's not. It's like we've been through it. But someone like a civilian type that all of a sudden is like hit so hard from all angles of the show. It's like a whole different thing.
You talk about when they were breaking Ross's balls about his breath. Yeah, when you go in there and you're not one of us and you get hit, it's brutal.
Yeah.
We're used to the, like my friends and family won't call me anymore to say, but at the beginning it's like really weird. They're like right in on you, like, are you okay? And that makes it 10 times worse.
And this particular one, I actually really appreciate what Howard did because it's just a chance to promote what I'm doing, and I'm doing appearances. I'm going to say this now, and he'll never play another clip again. But he goes out of his way to help the staff.
I don't care what you say, just get my name right.
So I'm able to get the club's name out, and I'm able to promote my 2 other gigs that I'm doing.
Right, in spite of getting the party like it's 9/11 and the hair, and then
of course, I mean
So Scott, are you back in the DJ business?
No, not officially yet.
Because someone had asked about hiring you a couple of weeks ago. I forget what it was. Oh, it was for a birthday party, for like a high-end birthday party. Did Ross ever come to you about that?
No.
It was for a friend of his. And I said, I don't even know if Scott's got equipment.
I still have equipment.
What a great chance to relaunch your DJ career. You're coming off of 3 hopefully successful Vegas performances. Howard's talking about it. Maybe
I smell another investment from us because Scott needs. Scott's got all vinyl and turntables.
I would have to I probably have to buy it. I do have my equipment. It is older.
Right.
I would probably have to buy all new equipment.
Do you still have turntables?
I do.
Yeah. So what you can't DJ?
I have CD players.
Couldn't that be
But now they don't even use those.
They don't even use CD players anymore.
But couldn't that be part of your appeal? Sort of old school, 2 turntables and a microphone. That
the club has turntables. They do use a lot of vinyl still. They're going back to vinyl. To scratch and to play off vinyl.
And I almost bought Scott's DJ equipment off him. I was going to buy it off you at one point.
You know what? I have it somewhere. I know where it was, and I've been trying to get it back.
Oh, right. You can't get your equipment back,
It was
right?
at K-Rock.
Right.
And I've been trying to get it back for the last year, and everybody says, we know where it is, we'll get it for you.
They won't let you in there to...
Well, no, but then they say, well, we don't know what happened to it. I'm like...
the problem is that everybody that knows where it is was fired.
Yeah, right.
So they don't know where anything is.
There's nobody left, so I've been trying to get the turntables back. I have everything else.
Mark in Boston, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Hey,
Mark.
First, as far as Scott's concerned, I think the casinos are just raking in cash from that black cloud. That's why they're hiring him.
to affect the gamblers.
Well, yeah, I mean, everybody he touches, that black cloud just hovers over the whole casino. They must be raking in like 5 times the cash.
What do they call?
Scott's the cooler.
The cooler.
Hey, what's up, Dane Cook? And I'm here on Howard TV to talk about my show at Madison Square Garden.
Dane, you're a big fan, right?
I am, yes.
Yeah, this is your first time on the show. You
First
nervous?
time.
Nervous? Excited? What do you expect?
Not really nervous. I don't know what to expect because it's Howard, so you never know what to expect. But that's kind of good. That's good. That's where the good stuff is, when you're a little scared.
Yeah, a little bit?
Actually, no. Not really.
All right, so you're going to have a good time today, right?
After you've been in front of 20,000 people, everything else is a little bit more relaxing.
Dane Cook is promoting his Dane Cook and Friends tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at the New York Comedy Festival. This guy's on fire, on fire.
He's the man.
It's at the Garden.
You're smaller than I thought you
At the it's at the Garden tomorrow night.
Oh,
wow.
I mean, Dane Cook, where did you say it was going to be?
At the New
Comedy
York...
Cellar? No.
No, at the New York Comedy Festival. Hey, Dane, nice to see you.
What's going on, Howard?
What's
Good to see
happening,
you.
man? You know, I guess it's kind of legendary in the comedy community that you, of course, built your following on the internet. You successfully figured out how to harness the power of the internet. I
did.
When you're an unknown comic, when you're a guy just coming up, how do you get your word out that you have this website and people should follow you? I don't even understand how you pulled it off.
I was, like most people, masturbating violently 23 hours a day.
Right.
Violently. Yeah, violently masturbating.
Like you were angry at your penis.
Angry at my career.
Right.
Actually.
How old were you at this point? When you were really angry at your career, you've been trying comedy, it wasn't going well.
Well, this is 20 years, this New Year's Eve, and so I was like 27.
Right, and it's getting to the point where you go, like 30 is a weird age to still be doing comedy and not get anywhere.
I'm like college act, and I'm getting a little bit too old to, do the same kind of thing. So I just started sending out like links to my skits and stuff like that online, and it became like my thing. I'd spend half the day playing video games and the other half just emailing links and trying to figure out who my fans were online.
And were people like your parents saying to you, this is a waste of time? Were they at the point where they said, listen, you're sitting at home,
still living at home
with links, you're making links, and because sometimes I see people with links, and you go, boy, asshole, you're making links. Why don't you get out and work? But it worked for you. You got a following. How many people were on your website?
Like at one point, it was like when MySpace was at its absolute peak. It was like 2.5 million followers,
wow.
and then like 1 million hits on my personal website. It was almost scary, to be honest. It was a little bit like, oh, I have to kind of live up to this.
Right, it became an obligation. And in fact, what was on the website that was so compelling? You did some skits and you'd post it.
I do a lot of ribbon dancing, and so I would do the ribbon techniques,
right,
and just anything non-comedic.
Would you record this yourself with your own video camera?
I did. I would do like local sets at down in the Village or the Laugh Factory in L.A. And I would just post anything. I would just post, even if it was an unfinished joke, or I would just sit in front of my computer and do like little webcam chats. But I had no fans at the time. At first, it was like
it was
10 people. Yeah, it was obnoxious, and 10 people that I knew their names.
Right.
And I would just, talk to the same 10 people, and I watched it go like 10, 20, 40, 80.
Wow.
Until finally it was, arenas, and it's been a wild ride, man.
Right. It's a wild ride, and going
but
up.
still masturbating violently. I still find the time.
Do you not have a girlfriend?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
What does she do? She in show business?
She is a singer. She sings, yeah.
Yeah. And there's a steady relationship. Were the rumors that you were with Jessica Simpson are just merely a rumor? But I mean, usually where there's smoke, there's fire. You went out with her, right?
Little dalliances here and there. But
I would love to bang her.
But
I mean, as a guy who masturbates a lot too, that's a hot girl. I mean,
she was beautiful.
Beautiful girl. Why
and
didn't
that also has to be some kind of a craziness, because here you were 27 sitting in your room, and now you're with Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, I used to masturbate violently to her.
Right, and now you're with her. I've actually had that happen.
Yeah?
Where I masturbated to someone, and then I met him, and I got to bang him.
I would watch Newlyweds and just hold my hand over Nick.
but also, that didn't work out, though. She wasn't a girl that you could stay in a long-term relationship with.
No. And plus, I was, not to bum out, but it was like, my mom was really sick. I was making that movie. My mom got cancer, and so it was like, if I wasn't on set, I was, taking care of my family. So
bad timing.
Yeah, definitely.
Is your mom still alive?
No, she passed away.
From cancer?
From the masturbating violently. It's a really strange thing that...
But at least she got to see that you made it.
She did.
I mean, she saw you in your room making video links and links to your website.
Absolutely.
And this was not... Your father's still alive?
My dad... I lost my mom and dad to cancer within 9 months of each other. Both of them got cancer. That same year that everything kind of blew up, and everybody was like the white hot spotlight, I was like at home, taking care of my folks. And so it was weird, man. It was a weird time.
Terrible
but they
timing.
both got to see it. My dad,
but terrible timing on your parents' part. True.
Yeah, I blame them entirely.
Yeah, I mean,
schedule your cancer deaths.
You finally hit it. Everything's coming into fruition. Yeah, the whole plan is working.
They ganged
and the
up
two
on
of
me.
them, there they are, burning
they were in cahoots.
See, my father had the decency to die when I was a complete loser.
Right. So you had a lot of time to devote to him.
He wanted to go.
I mean, you've been linked to beautiful women.
True.
Kate Hudson, I think. No, Katie Holmes.
No.
Was it Kate Hudson?
Kate Hudson. Did a film with Kate Hudson, yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean... It's weird to do a film with a girl. You do fall in love in a sense when you get to do these films with people. And then I guess when you get off set, it's a whole different reality.
Yeah, it's what are they, a location ship sometimes.
Right, because you're in a movie together, everything you're being catered to. And
you have makeup on, you look great.
Right, and you're working together, and you rehearse, and and suddenly you're banging Kate Hudson. Jesus Christ.
Not actually banging, but pantomime banging, yes.
You never banged her?
No.
Never?
No, she had a boyfriend at the time.
Oh,
and we were
so
just
it was
actually
not,
buddies.
It was not a romance?
Yeah, no, there was really no,
Jessica Simpson was a romance.
That was just kind of like hanging out.
Little pork in here and there, everybody's having
I wouldn't
a good
say
time.
pork and maybe beans.
Pork and beans. All right. The movie I liked that you did was Mr. Brooks. I love that film.
I love that film.
Good film. Did that film do well commercially?
I think it made enough money to pay me.
So why didn't that movie do well? It was you and Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
I think it was one of his best roles.
Yeah.
He plays this insane, and you play an insane guy, and it's really, I'm always looking for good movies to watch, and that's one of those surprises.
And the other person in it is Demi Moore.
Right. You rent it on DVD, and you go, man, this is a good movie. Why didn't I see this in the theater? Was it poor marketing? What the hell happened?
I don't really,
Did you have Video Link?
It was a low budget. It was definitely a low budget film, and when we made it, it was like, okay, we're going to hope that when this thing, finally hits that, it goes wide. But, you do these things and you just don't know. Right. It's not like stand-up. I can control that. I can go out. I know what I'm going to present.
Yeah.
And, your writer, director, sometimes, bouncer, Artie will tell you that. You're doing everything. You do a movie, and then when it's done, you're like, I I don't even know what's going to happen.
Did you ever write a movie?
I did, yeah.
Did you get to produce it and put it out there?
Oh, I did some short film stuff, but nothing.
Are you frustrated with the scripts you get in the sense that you're like, well, I'm at the mercy of some screenwriter? I would think you would take the matter into your own hands the way you did your stand-up career.
Yeah. No, I did a few, comedies that were, that were decent, but more like highlight good. There's moments in them. Right. But as a whole, that's why I'm writing my own stuff now, and we'll see what happens.
Were you popular as a kid in high school?
No, absolutely.
Were you loser-ish?
Loserish, very introverted, panic attack. I used to have a tree called the throw-up tree on the way to school. And if I could make it past the throw-up, which I never could, I'd be frozen, my hands would be tingling, because the thought of being around people was just horrifying.
You're antisocial in a way.
I'm pretty shy.
You are shy. Were you
Sure.
did you get laid in high school at all?
Never.
Never?
No.
No girls looked at you?
I did finally lose my virginity in high school, but to my first girlfriend, but she was homely.
Homely, and she acted
She's
like,
very happy
but she
now.
acted like she was doing you a favor.
But she was homely now, but she was hot then because I was very homely and zits. And
Did you go to college?
No, I did not.
You did not go to college.
No.
You went out to make your career happen.
Stand up in 1990 and never went to college, high school, and that's it.
And
Isn't that funny, though, that you wound up entertaining college kids?
Well, the best thing is when I would do the colleges and I would walk in and then like a teacher or some staff guy would be like, you're here for the show? And I'd be like, I am the show.
Did you start to get laid as you became a stand-up comic?
Oh, yeah.
And then the girls started to take notice of you?
Oh, yeah. Like 22 to 28 was legendary for me. It was
Really?
just-
Famous chicks, too?
Just gonna,
Famous
no,
and
not really at the
non-famous,
time.
but really
like
hot.
C-listers at the time.
Yeah, but hot chicks who wanted to be famous.
Yeah, like Soleil Moon Frye's assistant.
Right. That type. Not that you had Soleil Moon Frye's assistant,
Yeah.
but that type.
Right. Somebody like her.
Somebody like her.
I've seen her. She's hot, that assistant.
Right. And sometimes two at a time. Did you orgy at all? Was that part of the legend, so to speak?
In Reno, I did that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
And how many girls were in the room with you at that time in Reno?
I did. It was my first threesome.
Threesome?
Yeah.
And you knew how to handle it?
Oh, I was overwhelmed, Howard.
Shoot your load rather rapidly?
I think I knew it was going to happen, so I jerked off a couple of hours early
just like me.
Yeah.
Well, just like every guy. Two.
I did it just like you, too.
Two girls at the same time. Did they know each other? The girls?
Yes.
How did they know each other?
They were like
prison,
they worked at like a men's club, and prison.
It was like they knew each other. You met them somewhere doing a show, kind of thing, and they said, "Hey, let's go back to your room and party." And before you know it, they're naked. They're in your bed.
Yeah.
And now, I guess one's handling your penis, the other one's kissing you.
Yeah, I've got like Joey Lawrence hair at the time.
Wow.
I had this huge, like, Lethal Weapon mullet, just big hair.
There's a time come where it goes to your head that you start to think you're even better than you are, like that you're a superstar, you're God,
No.
Were you humble always?
Yeah,
You were pretty. I never
probably to a fault. I should probably be a little bit more cocky about it. Or
embracing your success.
Yeah.
But you had terrible tragedy for not only your parents dying within 9 months of each other, but even worse, you got ripped off financially. And I guess the case is still going on.
I know. I can't talk too much about it.
Can I tell people what I'm talking about here?
Please.
Okay. You had a business manager who was your stepbrother or half brother?
Yep.
Half brother. In other words, this was your father's second family.
My mom's my mom's ex-husband's son's brothers, something.
You were close to him growing up?
Oh yeah.
You made him your manager.
Made him
manager.
Bookkeeper.
Made him your bookkeeper.
Yeah.
You're accusing him, I guess, of stealing millions of dollars from you. Millions. 3 million or something like that? Is that the right number? Up.
Yeah.
Is it 11 million?
It's dancing around that number. Sure.
Oh, God. Oh, does
Listen,
that hurt?
I got to tell you something. First of all,
you
you hear the number $11 million. In order to realize $11 million, you got to make a lot of money.
You got to make 22.
And I think you seem like a pretty grounded guy.
Yeah.
In show business, it's fleeting. You never know how hot you're going to be
that was
forever.
The nest egg.
That was it. Once you had this $11 million, you know it gives you a certain creative freedom.
Yes.
A freedom in life. You can afford a home. Because stand-up comics, for the most part, don't make it.
Oh, yeah.
You beat the odds and you made it, and you acquired this $11 million.
Absolutely.
How does he get $11 million? I
don't know, man. I still don't know the answers.
You weren't watching the books.
Well, he was my brother.
Right. So how did you come to find out that this has got to be incredibly painful? Because he's the one person you want to be able to trust.
That's the thing is, I mean, I can't really talk too much about it because I still don't know. He's in jail, and until the trial, I don't know the answers. It's still a mystery to me.
Right. Will you have to testify?
I'm sure when it finally comes to pass.
Has he written you and said, listen, please, let me out of this?
No.
He's not even
Somebody
talking.
I talk to pretty much every day of my life.
What a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Somebody you talk
How did you discover
You know when you
it?
watch like a 48 Hours, like those were my favorite shows, you know,
Yes.
and I used to watch those shows about people like Double Life and be like, it almost kind of like, wow, that'd be kind of interesting to have that happen. Like it was almost so fascinating. Be like, wouldn't it be cool to have? I always wanted my family to have a deep, dark secret. I was like, that'd be great to, or live in a house that has like a ghost child running around, you know, like murdering people. Just something crazy.
You probably told your brother this.
I probably did.
You get a morbid
That's
curiosity.
going to be his defense.
Yes.
I was just trying to make your fantasy come true. So in all seriousness,
But
I
how
think,
did you
I mean,
discover it? I mean, when did you know that you were ripped off?
It all happened literally within, like, at Thanksgiving of last year. Life was just hunky dory, and you know, coming off, you know, my parents and all this stuff that had happened, and starting a new tour, and then within a few days, everything just completely.
Hey, did you see the $11 million I had hanging around here?
Is it true that you hired a business manager who then uncovered this, who figured out for you that a lot of money is unaccounted for?
I can't really answer it because I don't know. I mean, I did hire a new business manager, but they didn't really discover. It was just something that kind of happened through a course of a few days. Just like absolutely everything I thought about this person was, you know, I guess I should say allegedly different, but you know, when it's over, I come back and tell you.
No, understood. I feel for you
story.
because I imagine there's not too many people in life you can really trust and say, you know what, I trust this person with my life, my
And
money.
isn't it great to take a family member along for the ride and to be able to
Well, the thing is,
share everything with them?
he was a corrections officer,
right?
And he was even almost like killed by an inmate. And I went to him and said, because he has a son, I was like, I want you to, you know, I don't want your son worrying about his dad, and so I'm going to double time it. I'm going to go on the road, and I want you to come work with me. And so it was like, this guy was a corrections officer. I hired him to, you know, protect my money, not help it escape.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what a nice thought, too. You're saying, listen, I'm worried about you. Let me take you out of your life where you could get killed. And it's a beautiful thought. And do you feel like not only betrayal, but do you feel like a dupe? I mean, it's the worst.
Look, it was like an anvil to the head, but I'm one of those people, man, that just, what's next? I'm on to the next thing. I want to wrap it up. I want the truth to, you know, come out.
Surface, and that's it.
And then,
is the money gone, or does he have it somewhere? Is there a chance that you could recover it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. I mean, the Attorney General and people they allude to things, but I can't know much. It's a family case, so I can't.
Has it split the family?
No.
It hasn't split the family?
I have 5 sisters, and everybody is like, they know what I'm about, and everybody's just like, they can't believe this guy.
If he is convicted, how far would the sentencing go? How long?
I don't know, because it's a state case, so it's like, I know that's different from if it was a federal level, but yeah.
Sometimes you get more time for that than murder itself, because we value property.
I'm learning as I go, but it's been it's been a wild year, to say the least.
I'm sorry about that. I mean, that's got to be really, really awful. I mean, to lose your parents in 1 year and then have your brother allegedly do this to you is unbelievable.
Yeah, it sucks.
Did you ever feel any guilt putting him in jail, or none whatsoever?
No, I'm one of those people. It's like, if you know, karma gets you, and you know, whatever you put out there is going to come back.
How is it you've never had a drink of alcohol in your life? Are you not curious to at least see what this is all about, or what's going on here?
I look at Artie and I feel like he's like me in another dimension.
Right. You're the opposite.
Way out.
Right. No, but seriously, how do you never have a drink of alcohol, or you've never tried a drug?
Never.
Never smoked weed?
Nothing.
I mean, it almost points out what you say. You were such an introvert and sort of, let's say, nerdy in high school that maybe you never were part of that scene.
Okay,
but sometimes that's how people loosen up.
Yeah,
even
true.
But here's the thing: is I knew even when I was like my best friend in school was like he was like the biggest. You know, he was drinking Jaeger before classes and he was getting stoned. We were like Goofus and Gallant. It was like I was like the Halo guy and he was. And he, you know, and so we were buddies. And but I'm like one of those people. I'm not competitive outwardly, but I'm really competitive with myself. And if I did coke, I would have to be the most coked guy in the room.
Right. You'd want to be the best coked guy in
Golden
the
God
world, right.
on the roof.
So, in other words, you know your personality is such that you, even if you drank, you would become an alcoholic.
If I do something, I take it all the way to like, you know,